Go again.
We go again. I think at some point we were talking about me growing up and going through sort of watching racing and being part of Stoxkarts for however long with mum and dad. And mum stopped going to like 96-ish, but would do the well finals.
Okay, yeah.
We just do the big ones. Me and dad went well. And then dad went to Rockingham quite a bit. Rockingham
okay.
race, was it Rockingham Speedway or Rockingham Raceway, whatever it was?
Yeah.
That's 10 minutes from us. Now it's just a car
close.
park. But yeah, Euro cars, when Folding raced them, and Speaky and Andy Smith raced them as well.
Yeah.
So there was a few people that we knew, and we did go at Mallory Park and stuff. So we were into a little bit of racing, but it was predominantly stock cars.
Yeah.
Forever and a day. So yeah, loved it. There's a little trophy here. If you see it. This lives proudly on my microwave. So I said, like, my dad passed away in 2004, and so obviously never got to watch me race. I started in 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And this trophy is like, as you can see, it says HHR, which is Hennesford Hills Raceway time trials winner. And I remember sort of asking mum the story, and sort of knew it, but I asked mum recently about it, and she said, "Oh yeah, we went to watch something. I don't think it might not have been Formula Ones, but there was a meeting on Hennesford, and they done time trials in your road car."
Was that just before the meeting then?
No idea. Don't know if it was before, during, after, whatever. But they done time trials, and you go out in your own road car, and dad won. Like, mum didn't know he was going to do it, and didn't talk to him for a week after. Like, she was raging. It's like a 2-year-old Ford, like probably a Sierra or something. You just like piping around, family car, flipping around Hensford. Yeah. So he did have like a that sort of speed in him, and have a go and stuff, but he was, like I say, he was a bit older by the time I came along. Mum did say he did some racing in Northern Ireland, yeah.
Okay.
And like a bit of like grass tracking or buggies or something. So there was,
yeah.
He always had that in. I remember the first time I beat him at go-karting was because he tried to stack somebody in, and when we went to America in like, I think I was 12, and we went to visit a family friend, and they were battling at the front, and they wiped each other out, and I went through and won, and I was like, beating your dad for the first time, get to him. But yeah, the Hensford Hills, mum says she didn't talk, but I've got a memory of this, and I was speaking about the programmes. When I was 7 or 8, so early-ish 90s, me and dad went to Northampton, so went to Tarmac, watching a meeting, and I'm pretty sure it was Formula Ones, and a little bit into the meeting, he said, "Oh, we're going to do this time trial." So similar to this, I didn't know much about this then. I was a kid. Yeah. But he said, "Oh, we're going to do a time trial in the road car." So I remember, I've got a memory of how vivid it is, and I wish I had more of it. But went back to the car park to get the car and drove it through. Then I just went back and stood, and he's went out in his road car around Northampton, like no helmet, no overalls, cool, just in it, just jeans and his boots, and from what I remember, he pissed it, like, because he went like a demon, and just flew round and pissed it and like beat the other guys. Maybe there was only 4 or 5 other people doing it. Who's going to do that? Why would you do, like, unbelievable. I remember it, and I've got this really vague memory of him going around in the pace car, and I don't know how. I wish I knew more. I wish I could see a video or know what the date was, and then find a programme, or somebody that might have remembered that. There was road cars or something. Yes. And I remember writing it in the programme. I vividly remember writing his name in the programme. There was like a little section for this time trial thing. Right. So I want to know more about it, but I'm a little bit nervous because it might not be what my memory is. I don't want it to ruin that. But I remember him winning, and I remember having this trophy, and I remember walking home, going in the house with the trophy and telling mum, and I don't think she knew. Like, she can't remember. I don't think she knew, and I don't think they talked again for a little while. But like, fair play, go around in your motor, like he changed cars every 2 or 3 years. Nothing like happen now, would it? Insurance and stuff, you wouldn't get away with it. But
it's mental, the difference.
Yeah, just remember that, like, he did go on the other side of the fence at some point. Yeah. We're watching the 2015 Gold Top. Remember they'd done the DVD of it? They did. Remember Jake Sanson was involved, and
bit of an interview.
Interviews before, and for a little while he was like really engaged with it, wasn't he? Because he'd done that YouTube video with like the guide to Stoxkarts. It's still on there. It's like 14, 15 minutes long. He hired at Skeg.
He had a few goes, didn't he?
He had a few goes and was really engaging in it. don't know whatever happened there. He's just maybe
I'd love
something
to
else.
kind of do that again in a way. You
Yeah,
know, like
something
just
like
before
that.
on track.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how you feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But whether it's not as easy.
Able to do, but then it's eating into your time.
Yeah,
The
I know,
guys
it's
have done
harder,
it.
yeah, it is,
Dobbo had done it, and Danny done it, and AJ does some stuff now, and I don't find the time. I can barely get the energy to pack my little race bag and drive there. I haven't got to fix a car. I don't know how you boys sort this out. I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, it's time consuming.
Like
the time people put in.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing. Like, and it's great for the sport. It's great for the formula and stock cars in general, and giving people the opportunity to see things. And that's how Ian and Joe got involved. So by seeing it on YouTube, wasn't it? So you were just hoping that somebody comes across a race or an in-car camera or something.
Have a look at these,
Have a look, and you might get 1 or 2 extra out of it, and it will be worth all that time. Yeah. So that DVD, and if you remember, like, I think we all threw money in, didn't we, to get the DVDs set up? It was like you sponsored heats, and everyone was just throwing a few quid in, and I think if you sponsored part of the meeting, you got 2 free DVDs or something. Just trying to get I think loads of people did. We ended up getting all the DVDs. But anyway, got the DVD, which I've probably only watched twice for reasons we'll get into. And I watched it, and I showed my mum it. To there's a bit of pre-race interviews. I don't think I was pre-race interview. He does call Danny Nunn Andrew Nunn at one point. So he gets us mixed up.
Yeah. If we've got a word with a couple of drivers, I know for a fact that the man on the inside pole, Andrew Nunn, is.
It's fine. He spoke to AJ and a couple of others.
Yeah.
I don't think he spoke to me before. No. But he definitely spoke to me after, because of obviously finishing the top 3. So showed the race to Mum and done the interview, and then obviously we didn't watch the rest of the meeting because I was pointing at. So I turned it off. I was like, and I don't think Mum hadn't been much to watch. Maybe the odd time. She was at the first 2011 when I won the first final, but she'd been to a few, but not loads. It's a long day. Like it's hard. Like you're trying to. Anyway, as soon as I turned the DVD off, she was sitting in the seat next to me. She just looked at me. She went, "Your dad would have been so proud." I was like, "Fucking hell!" I don't need you to tell me that.
No.
Like, I went straight out. I had to go straight out of the living room. I was like,
"Oh yeah, that's the hitter, innit?"
Biting my lip. Went back in. I was like, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's like it's a good you've told.
It was amazing.
You don't need to tell me that, but
it's amazing. It's like, gee, like it's still like saying it now.
Yeah,
I've wanted to say it for so long.
Yeah,
so.
No, it then it means something, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Because it's a shame,
But it was just, it wasn't just the racing. It was the interview afterwards, and maybe speaking like clearly and just coming across and quite well and whatever. And it was just like, I hate the feels, and we do talk about him, but not lots in that way. And it would just come out of blue. And
that's when it's boom.
It's like straight in the stomach. But yeah, it was, remember those little moments, and sometimes think, he'd have loved it. He'd have loved watching and giving me shit, and
that's it. Yeah, after every race,
being involved in racing, probably would still go and watch Formula Ones now. Maybe not. He'd been he'd be his 80s now, bless him. But different time, and
definitely.
Yeah, so that one does.
That's a special.
Keep special memories. I wish I could find the Northampton one.
Yeah,
but it might even be true. It might even be true. I'm gonna have, like I say, go through them programs one by one. It's gonna be between 91 and 95, I reckon.
Right.
And it's a Northampton program, so
I've
got to have it in there. And if I find his name, I'll be like.
I think even my dad's got some, so I'll have to look through just to feel if there's any.
I'll make a real effort soon to get up and rummage through and
definitely.
Go through. And so it's a nice memory to have.
Definitely, they're the good. That's when you think this is why I do it, because it's little things in it.
But obviously we're talking about the gold tops and stuff, and there's been a few.
Yeah, there's been so was 15. So was it third 15? Or second. Was that after a few years of top 3? Was you like, when's it going to be marked? Was it of this trend?
So
top 3s
never like third in 12, but was never close.
No, it was just like
you're in the mix, and top 10 or whatever, but got a third, which was nice. 13 was the chaos at Stoke.
Of course.
And the photo that AJ you shared with AJ, I'm just at the back of it, just going straight
into it,
straight in the pile with the rest of them. Most goal tops, if you're in that row 5 to 10 or 12, that's where the chaos happens.
Yeah.
There's always this panic. Oh, the front 3 rows, you're not really in trouble.
No. But that was the one year they didn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, but Carl's second row, it was still because they get round the corner.
Yeah,
the first 2-3 rows always get round the corner.
They did,
but it's that train of
between
row 4, and they just go straight on. Look at the 2015 goal, where Butcher, I think Alistair went in, Jack,
big and Chev. That was straight on. Big one,
and I think it's in-car camera from Chev, and it's just big rollovers because
mental.
They just, I don't know if they can't see the corner. They just foot in. But the front 3
flat.
rows, you're already halfway around the corner.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get that
push and
and that's, if you look through all of them, I'm not going to go through every goal top and say that, but the front 2 or 3 rows normally get away.
Yeah, I think they do with us. Yeah.
So the 13 was, that's the 14 finished 5th. 15. So I had a new cart. So Paul, I didn't want to change the old cart, and he rang me. I remember if he rings me during the day, I need to answer it. There's something going on. There's gossip or there's news updates. I'm like,
gonna have to set this,
Yeah. So I was like, right. So I probably rang him back, so I missed it. Right. I've been thinking, what? Right. You've been out in loads, and I'm selling yours, and I'm building you a new one. And I was like,
okay.
Oh, all right, yeah, okay. We're selling it, and then we obviously sold it to Finn and Steve.
Yeah.
Who become really, really good friends and sponsored for a little while and stuff. And don't see them too much. Obviously, they're racing UK modifieds with Alistair now.
They are. Yeah.
Rapid. They were pair of them were rapid at last Hensford we watched, and they look great fun them as well.
Yeah, they are.
So then 2015 we started off okay. We had the engine redone middle of the year in 2015. Just didn't feel right. We kind of knew what was good and bad because we'd had quite a few issues in the previous years.
Yeah.
Just wasn't quite where we thought it could be. And Paul went to Ian's and got it dynoed, and something changed. I don't know. I'm not going to go technical because I wouldn't know on a shim or something. I don't know. Yeah. But we went to Birmingham in July, and I found the DVD of it, and so I watched it. This is the one where Joe went in with Danny. Joe mentions the interview, and he went in hard. He just went in straight. Yeah, big in. So that was the new engine. We went out in practice, and we were like quick, very, very quick. And I remember Wareham trying to keep up with me, and he stacked himself in coming out of 4 because he tried to go flat out.
Hard.
Yeah. So there was like, okay, now like a bit of all right.
Yeah.
So we won. I started pole red in Heat 1, and like I think you say you pissed it, but I absolutely pissed that race. I was 4th after 3 laps.
Right.
And gone. Like everyone else is banging around with each other, so it obviously makes it look better that I've just got away.
Yeah, you just got through the chaos.
Boom, like Wareham and AJ and Danny and all that. They're all sort of banging into each other and causing themselves to slow up. Yeah. But on the DVD that I watched, as I come past the checkered flag, you can't see second place in the DVD. Like Faultless finished second, and he wasn't even going into turn 3. Like it was ridiculous.
Mental.
Like, as soon as the race finished, Paul was like, okay now. And like Ian came straight over, Wareham came straight over, they were looking at the clutch and all sorts. It was like, it was quick. It looked ridiculous because they were getting one Heat 2, similar-ish. Got a bit of a battle in the final and finished second to Wareham, but Wareham done what I done in Heat 1 and he was a half a lap ahead.
Yeah.
And I finished second, so 2 wins in a second. Like, yeah, in the mix now.
This is good, yeah.
Then won the final at Kings Lynn. And then won all 3 at Barford. Sorry, won 3 out of 4, so a hat-trick at Barford. That was the week before the Gold Top. So it was like, oh, big favourite or going to be involved.
In form.
But before that, we had a Northampton, and I think I won a heat, and then Wareham followed me in the final.
Right.
Coming out of 2.
Yes.
The old 2, not now.
Yeah, not the new 2.
And he followed me in. And it was like, well, clearly I was the danger man, so he was putting his marker down. And he had nibbles before. I think the year before with Parky. Parky came back for a couple of hires, if you remember.
Oh, okay.
And he fucking drove into him flat out when Parky was parked up. If I remember, Matty Parky.
Yes.
Not Ash. I think something had gone on there. He'd done that to me. He got a meeting ban for what he did to me, which now would be 3 months, wouldn't it? Probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that day it was a meeting ban, so he missed one skeg because it was 2 weeks before the skeggy treble. Like he missed one skeg. But Paul, I remember, we spoke many times about it. But I remember the next time out, I raced with Wareham. I didn't back out. I passed him and just sat in front of him, like not that better than you, but like I'll happily get in front of you. I'm not scared that you're going to do it again. Yeah. Like, and it was just like maybe a psychological point for me that he wasn't going to do it again. Yeah. So done that at Bath. He wouldn't race at Barford because he'd fell out with Cyril.
Okay.
The guy who ran Barford, so he didn't race, even though it was 20 minutes, half an hour from him. But he didn't race. But I won 3 out of 4, and second in the other race. I think it was me, Carl, Kelvin, Faultless.
Yes.
Were the quickest ones sort of then. But yeah, I think I won heat, final, and national.
Right.
And second in the other heat. So yeah. So it was the week before the Gold Top, front row outside with Danny.
Of course.
And obviously, I watched it's on YouTube. There's that we talked about this picture of me. Obviously, I put on a load of weight and this like demonic look at the camera as we're doing the parade lap.
And there's number 4, Andrew Duddy, favourite for gold and silver this year. We'll start on the outside, the front row in the laser shapes, sponsored number 4 cut.
A little secret.
And the hair, it was like,
I know.
what's going on? Like, just ridiculous. Looked like an idiot. But gone into that race confident, but there was a lot of it was Wareham's not winning this.
Right.
That was it.
So you were like,
no, he's not winning this race. No chance.
No matter what.
He was the quickest by far. He was the quickest at Buxton by far. It was like, don't know what we're going to do, but I'm going to stop him. I'm going to have to. Like, even if I want to win it, I'm going to have to beat him because he's going to be up there. So, have you seen the race? Do the handful of rolling laps, which like now it's monotonous for me. Like, I've done like 15 of them. It's still exciting, but it's like, just fucking let me go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's lost that edge for me now, but back then it was holding on, and you're pretty much flat out in the front row anyway. You're just holding on.
I can imagine it's...
So we go around, we do the laps, green, and then they all get stacked in, don't they? So it's a full restart. Do it again. We go green, going into 1 and 2. Same thing happens. Our load went in, like hard. But for some reason, we went single file. So I can't remember if that was agreed before. It probably was.
Yeah, after 2.
Yeah, after 2. But we still haven't done a full lap yet. We haven't done a lap. So we've done a full restart. Single file restart. Wareham got ahead of me, and I've just dived at him. Like, first, like, he's going to get away. Just cut the corner and just hit him. Bang. Yeah. As soon as I hit him, he's gone wide, I've gone wide, but the others then came out. So we're then back in at like 4th and 5th.
Right.
And this went on, and it just went, that first 10 laps, that race, no matter what racing you like, if you can't appreciate that as a race, as a stock car race on its own, like, you're not a racing fan.
No.
There must have been 10 changes.
It was such...
Me, Wareham, Danny obviously won it, Kelvin, AJ was up there, Billy, Morton, Ashley Wareham came from the back, Faultless was up there. I think there was, out of them 9 I've just mentioned, I think 7 of them probably led it for at least half a lap. I only led that race for a straight, the whole time.
Yeah.
Right at the start, near the start. Got in the front, and then whoever's behind me, there was 3 or 4 behind me, they've pushed me wide. Yeah. Then the next one gets through, then they get pushed wide, and it just was amazing. Amazing race. It's unbelievable.
There's that, and I think of Bradford videos to watch to demonstrate the form.
And like, there was no silly hits.
No.
There was a couple of crazy crashes.
There was. AJ got it hard.
AJ got hit hard. Adrian Blackburn.
Tubi, I think, went in hard.
Tubi went in hard. I think I went with Adrian.
Yes.
So there's a couple of ding-dongs. Halfway through the race, when that's all happening, I half spin with Sarah Royal. Okay. So I went. So then another yellow came out, and I was 30. I've counted. It was 13th.
Right.
And I've come like flying back through or trying to fly, because these at the front are still banging into each other. I'm picking one off. And as I'm coming through, at one point, Faultless was on the inside of Wareham, and you see it on the DVD, and I remember doing it now. I just didn't let off, hoping I'd put Faultless through Wareham.
Yes.
Wareham turned out the way of it. Faultless has gone there, and Wareham's come between and got in behind me, past me, and then he's got past me, and I've done him again. And then after a few laps, he's got away. It's calmed down.
Yeah, it did.
He's then leading. I'm second. Danny and Kelvin, I think, are third and fourth. But he's gone. Like he's gone. Like whatever he was doing, there's been plenty of stuff said. Maybe not publicly, but in the Stoxkarts formulas, we knew what was going on, and all sorts with engines, and most of the rules that are brought in because of engines and weights. It's all because of what he was doing, and challenging for whatever he was doing. So the race was kind of gone. He was miles ahead.
That's it.
And then James Morton crashed on this home straight, and the yellows come out, and it was like, got a chance here. I need to stop him before I can think of winning. So Green comes down into the first corner, just pick him up and just don't turn. Just go straight, but go around the corner. So we're going towards the pit gate.
Yeah.
And I'm conscious of him hitting the wall, because I don't want to follow him in like he done to me, because I'm not like that. But enough that he then... So me and him go really, 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 really wide. I get underneath him. I think Danny takes the lead. We're into like 5th and 6th. So I think, he's gone. He comes back again. He was that fast.
He was.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
He then came back past, and he was then going to catch Danny, and I've just launched him again. You can't see it going into 3 and 4, but on the DVD camera or on YouTube now, you just see him bouncing coming off the home straight, because I've done him that hard, fucked myself, but he wasn't catching Danny.
No.
So I've done him again, put him really, really wide. I've got underneath. I think I've passed Kelvin, and then come round, and then the checkered flag's gone, and Danny's like that, and I'm like that.
Right.
A little gripe. On my laps, there's only 19 laps.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Dave Goddard mentions it on the commentary, that the laps have been changed because of the 2 restarts. But a full lap had never been done. So, is it, one of them? But so many things had to happen for me to get into that position.
Yeah.
If I hadn't pushed Wareham so far wide on that last restart, which he was clearly going to win anyway. If I hadn't done that, he'd have just drove off.
Yeah.
So I had to do that to make it a race, or to give me a chance to win the race.
To win it.
And then he came back again, and then I had to do him again. It's just like one of them. So a small victory was stopping him.
That's it. At least you come out of it going well.
Yeah. No one would remember that, apart from obviously me and Paul talk about it, because he remembers me doing it, and it stopped me. And that was Danny's first.
It was.
And for the lap times, he was not quick that day. That's like whatever.
It only seemed to fall again in his lap towards the end, didn't it? At the right time.
But he was always in the mix. He led it a couple of times and was.
He was.
But what a race! Like, just an amazing race to be involved in.
He had everything.
And looking back now, loved it.
Yeah.
Like, what a race to be in. I remember being buzzing. I remember we were going around that 4 laps to go. You can't see it on the DVD, but you can hear the crowd. I'm just like out the window, like, come on, fucking get him, what fucking do him. In my head, I'm like, he's going in.
He's going in. Yeah.
But obviously, I was conscious of trying to then win. I should have just fucking stacked him in. I should have just picked him up, and hope for the best. And like, you know what I mean? I've said to you might not remember this conversation. It was at Buxton. It was way after COVID, 22, 23 or whatever. Someone had put me in at the start of a race. Like, literally, I've passed them. Next bend, fucking launch me. Like, right. You don't mind being hit and passed, but when they hit you and then they go with you, out bounce towards the fence, like, what? Like, let's have a race. Like, you've just fucked it. I'm not here to battle for 10th. I'll happily have a ding dong, but let's do it when we're 2nd and 3rd.
Well, I think you might have watched AJ's when I said about you, when I think that would have been later, a few years, might have been 23, 24. When I think I got put up to Superstar again, I had a really good start, didn't I, from Yellow, got to Superstar.
Yeah.
And I think it was Buxton, and I think I was behind you. And again, I think it was that, I'm not really at Superstar a lot because of meetings and everything else. And I think I'd either hit you and it start and thought, get past her. And I remember after, I think it knocked us back a bit and I did it wrong totally. And then I remember stood after race on side, and I come to you and you were like, what are you doing? And again, it were like, I
Just
looked at it and
experience, like, it's
yeah,
experience.
I know now. At the time, you think you're
I'm thinking
giddy,
wide. Yeah, I told you like hitting share, whatever. Thinking wide, and I'll get through. And
confident.
off. Yeah.
It went wrong, and then I was like, no, that's where I
It shouldn't
learned.
stop you not doing it again, because the next time it'll work. Like, but it's just
Or
do it the right time.
We get through everything, then
you
you
do it.
can
Like,
do it.
Like during the 2021 season, like probably my most successful in terms of race wins. I think I'd looked and I think we'd done like 20. It was the year after COVID, so we'd done quite a lot.
Yes.
And 20 meetings. I won 11 races and I had 23 seconds.
Jeez.
Right, but the 23 seconds, I bet 90% of them would be behind Kelvin, Carl, or Danny, because it was. But it was like, oh, we'll just follow each other around. But it was kind of like an unwritten rule. Like, I know Carl and Danny are faster or as fast as me on any given day. They'll think the same. The first corner, they're not going to drill me. It happens now, like people just fucking launch into you.
Yeah.
But back then, the superstars were a little, maybe the older, experienced ones. It was
so.
us four,
Like, they'd been there a while. It's
yeah,
kept
there was
a
us
superstar a
four,
while.
and it was just like, right, whoever's in the front, and it was normally
Go.
me or Kelvin, because Danny and Carl were gold and silver.
That's it.
So they would not use us, but they would pick through together.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, it's like the domino effect. You hitting somebody, you might get through, but if somebody's hitting you into them, they're going to ping off. But they're not hitting you hard enough for you to move. They're hitting you hard enough to hit the next one hard enough. That makes sense.
That's it.
And you get through. There was many a times in races that's happened both ways, and then you're slightly out of line, and Carl's come up the inside. He backs off and lets me in, because there's no point in him diving down the inside, being tight to the corner, and then me being wide
And causing a bit
We're
of
both
chaos.
We've just said this earlier. And then the next corner, someone's catching you.
Yeah.
If he backs off and we are both in racing line, we'll back up to speed again.
That's
and
it.
he can dink me round.
And it helps you
both
both.
ways.
It's not
Yeah, yeah.
like it's not like team racing. It's
No,
just
no,
that
that's
it's going
the
to help
next thing.
both of your progress.
3 laps later, he'll put me in. Do you know what I mean? Like me and the
When
Nuns
you're at the
have-
front, yeah.
Me and Nuns, there's Joe's video. You showed the interview when he interviewed the British in 2014 Gold.
Yes.
Me and Carl end up in the fence.
That's it.
Yeah, because me and Danny had proper ding dongs that year.
Right.
Proper ding dongs, and it got a little bit silly at Skeg. Nothing over the top, but even Ian came over and went, "You two, fucking, what is going on?"
Stop it. It's
Yeah,
enough.
and then that Kings Lynn British final, Carl's behind me, then Kelvin, then Danny, and I've just got it wrong, and I'm just
you're
a
coming
little
out the
bit.
corner, aren't you?
I'm out the wrong way. They're on the right hand side of my bumper. I'm going up this wall here, boys. Hit the wall, and then I've turned round and sort of landed half on
That's
Carl. It's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, that's not the way to get through races.
No.
You're not going to win races by smashing into everybody.
No.
You've
Not
to
when
be a
you've
little
got
bit
what we
more-
got, 10, 12 laps.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
you're half, well, for you lot, you're half a lap behind.
You need to get through. You
Already.
need to get through, and if that's working together, then
Yeah.
that's what you have to do, and then
Yeah.
sort of pick them off. But
Exactly.
yeah, so that goal top 2015, 2016 at Skeg, we were second row inside. As I was that was probably the ones like, oh yeah, bit of pressure. Still in the mix. You're as quick as Carl and Danny. We've done well at Skeg.
Yeah.
We'd done a hat trick at Northampton. I purposely didn't race the last cov. We didn't know it was the last cov then, but it was the last cov
Of course.
in 2016.
Was.
I mean, you and Lloyd are talking about it. Heafy didn't come. I think he was away. So it was me, Josh, and Blue, and I'm not racing cov because it's Northampton the next day. I'm not racing cov. Fuck that.
Right.
So I didn't race cov, but went to watch, and next day, like, pissed it at Northampton, won every race. So all my decisions were right to do by
Yes.
yeah. And Barford again won 3 out of 4. It was me and Billy that year. He won. I think I won 3 races, come second in the other. I think he come second in the other 3 and won the other
Right.
one.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
were sort of pretty dominant. But yeah, done 2 hat tricks that year, so all good. And then Paul said to him since, and he still apologises to this day about that race, that he it was something to do with the track rods. He over tightened or didn't tighten them enough. So even when I'm driving, it was just like
Okay.
this the whole way down the straight.
Right.
And he said, as soon as you went to the first corner, I knew what I'd done. So it was one of them. But it is what it is. Finished 5th. I think I finished 5th. Got round. as soon as I went off, he went, "I know what I've done. I'm so sorry." And he ended up like second and a third in the heat and final after.
Okay.
So the car was fine after that.
Yeah,
It was just
it was
something
just
not
that
quite right.
thing.
Just it's just something silly. And then from then 17 goal top, which was at Stoke, which was just a shit show. Should never have been ran. It was a disaster. Like we all raced, we were all there to race and stuff, and it wasn't a race. Just like we didn't race much. We bought Mascars.
So was that the same time?
So Paul bought one in 16 and I bought one. Yeah, Paul bought one in early 16 and I bought one at the end of 16. We were never giving up with karts, but it was just something different. And Paul wanted to try, and he was like, "Oh, they're really good fun." I had to go in his. It was class. Like it was really good fun.
Yeah.
So I bought one, and we were getting them all done, and so we did whatever we did in 2017. Like I'd done one qualifier, and I was like 13th row. So we were never going to do it, but then obviously you're on the grid, so you go. Yeah. And it was just a mess. Like, what are we like? Why are we doing this?
It was the fact that the rest of the meeting then got cancelled. It's like
within seconds of the race finish. Oh yeah, we're not going to race anymore. Well, obviously. So why did we just done our biggest race of the year? I was like, what else were you going to do? Well, not race it. Like let's
move it to another. Just
do something else. It was just a horrible way. Look, Mark McCann won it. Great. Obviously, Joe told his story. I don't have a story because I got round and literally within 6 laps, the car just cut out. It was just covered in shit.
Yeah,
it was awful. And
survival of the fittest again.
Yeah, it was just pointless. And one of the reasons why I think I raced there twice after. It's like I'm not fucking giving them any money.
No.
Fuck them. Like,
it's understandable when you have that bad, and it's like it weren't.
Just wasn't fun.
It wasn't.
There's no fun in that, and I get it. Like we don't stop racing like they do in America when it's wet, kind of stuff. Get that, yeah. But there has to be a point. There has to be a sensible.
And when it was a big one, like it was.
Yeah. Obviously, sour grapes. If I'm finishing top 3, this is brilliant. Yeah, no worries.
Great race.
Well, we did it at Bradford last year, didn't we, with the British in that second race? I only went out and done it because I'd finished third in the first heat. I thought, I'm in with a chance here. I finished 4th, but it was awful. Yeah. Goggles packed up, helmet was fucked, eyes were an absolute mess.
Yeah,
it was just horrible.
It was.
So Joe's told that story about stacking me in, but we had to do it. My memory of that race is a bit different. Like his is right, but I had it different in my head. I thought I passed him and he done me the next corner, but I actually led it for 3 or 4 more laps than I thought. And it wasn't until he told me, watched your interview that
he went through
actually
it.
I did, and he caught me and then done me on 1 and 2.
You?
Maybe I just need to be more aggressive and next time just not give him that chance and do him before. But things you learn. I'm not that kind of.
Well, that's it, innit? It's one that again. It's that's happened, and he's fully accepted that.
He got me sweet because there was a little bounce. He got me just a touch, and then. It's like you say, I think he said on his interview, like, you think I've planted it? Yeah, I have, because I know I was going to hit the mud. If you hit the mud, you're going to stop. Yeah. So I've just tried to drive through it, twatted the wall, and then come bouncing back out, but then I've bent it. And then I've carried on, and then, like you said, I had completely forgot. Maybe it's like trauma, you don't remember these things.
That's it, you forget that bit.
But then, the car was a mess. It took me about 10 minutes to get out of that mud. But I got out and got going, and he said he remembers... like coming to lap me, and I just moved out of the way. Of course, I'm not going to
not
do anything
do
daft.
That.
And that one hurt, just because I should have just stacked him in then. But that's a different one. But it is what it is. Yeah. So 17 shit show at Stoke. 18. We'd done a few Mascar meetings. I blew an engine in Belgium, so I raced once. I raced Mascar once at Birmingham in 2017, the first meet of the year.
Right.
Loved it. We went with the karts because Josh, bless him, was with us for a couple of years, or at least a year. It was definitely 2015. And someone like Josh, again, similar to Paul, so close to the H2O team, but he epitomised what Stoxkarts is about. He's like us.
Yeah.
Followed it. His mum and dad, who's so lovely.
Just
Chris and Lisa, they're just great people. And his little brother, and got into racing, and he loved it. And he got up to superstar. I think when he's 15.
He did.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, 15. I think he got up there and was in the mix and just loved it. Just such a good kid.
Yeah.
but we didn't know about his like long-term illness. Like he kept that pretty quiet. We knew he had on the cart at CGD Society,
right?
Which was the disease that he had, but he kept that pretty quiet. Have you ever seen that role he does at Northampton?
Oh, it was incredible, wasn't it?
Hell. Like we didn't like. They freaked out after. No wonder. We didn't know the other stuff that was going on.
Oh god!
I think that was 14 or 15, maybe 15 that happened. When it was tarmac and Chev's been pinged out and he just clipped him and he just barrel rolled, doesn't he?
Barrel rolled.
But yeah, Josh, bless him. So I remember Paul ringing me and Josh telling him what was going on, and he was only going to be able to do that one meeting, and he was having, I think he had a bone marrow replacement in 2017.
Right.
Horrific, but just mad. But
yeah, another good character.
Yeah, just such a good kid, man. Just what karts is about. Yeah, just proper people, and I just love to see. You still see Chris and obviously Ellis now racing. He doesn't do much, but he's like just been in he was in like Florida last year. I think they were in New Zealand. There's just something I just love to see. I've seen him since he was like 8 or 10. You've seen him grow up and him still racing a little bit and and I bumped into him at I think it was the F1 British last year. He was parking to get out. He was parking as we'd parked further down, walked up and seeing him and all the lads that he sort of knows, and they're doing what we done 10 years ago, and it's just class to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mascars, Josh had said he was only going to do that one meeting, so I went out in that, and I'd done all right. Just something different.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go to Belgium, Warnerton, and the Mascar people were like, oh, it's like brilliant, big track, rapid. You'll love it.
Must go.
So me and Paul. So Paul hadn't done the first one because he brought me and Josh. So Josh had gone out in the karts, and we'd watched him, and he came off after. I'm sure it was Heat 2. He hadn't done very well in Heat 1, whatever happened. But Heat 2, he finished like top 6 or 7. Like he had like a really good race, yellow or blue. And he got out of the car and he went, "This isn't my car." I'm like, "What?" It's like, is this yours? I went, "What are you talking about?" He went, "No, this is." And he was like smiling. He's like, "Is this a prank?" Like, "Nah, this isn't mine."
Right.
Because he drove so well.
It was like, this ain't right.
Mine. In his mind, it was because he had no cares. He was that was his only meeting. He knew that was it. He knew that was going to be his only race that year.
Yeah.
He just drove differently and thought, "No, is this yours?" I was like, "Mate, what are you talking about?" It was, but crazy how he thought, and we would still laugh about that. I remember just when you lift yourself out of the car and he went, "This isn't mine." It's just really funny. Bless him.
It feels weird.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Yeah.
And just talking on Josh, obviously that was 2017, and he had I think he had the bone marrow at the end of 2017, and really tough year for him and the family. And we did bump into him a few meetings and obviously kept in touch.
Yeah.
And then in 2018, he unfortunately passed away. Early 20s, like it's horrible.
Yeah.
Just horrible. And when we went to the funeral, me and Paul and Blue got there, and obviously we didn't know anyone there because we were.
It's like the racing family.
and obviously they live in Wales, so like there's not many of the people that he knew locally that went to racing.
That's it.
So when we got there, and like a lot of it was about us and the racing and what we'd done, and like pictures were like a lot of racing stuff, and like they'd asked us to sit near the front because it was just so humbling, and just you realise what you mean to people.
Yeah.
And that's what we do it for, and it was amazing, and still think about him.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, Mascars went to Belgium, went out in practice, wasn't rapid, but the big boys weren't getting miles away. I was like, this is brilliant. Right. It was like dipped corners, like a bit of a NASCAR sort of oval track. It was like really. I was like, oh, you're getting in, you can feel it dig in, you boom out, and this is brilliant. Went out back into the pits. Paul hadn't been out in practice yet. I think we were getting mine ready. And then I was like, oh, this is brilliant. Obviously, I had the hands device and all that kind of stuff. And it's a ball ache to get in and out of these things because they're like this big.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not getting out. Fuck this. I'm going back out again. Just turned it back round, went straight back out. This is practice. I'm just like, this is brilliant. I'm having a great time. Went back out, done 2 laps, just bang, just smoke everywhere. Just shit the engine, just shit the bed. Oh. So I was like,
you
just pulled it across, and I didn't raced anything like that. Like a Stoxkart engine is just like a lawnmower, like it's not going to do much damage if it blows. I mean, it's just this thing just shit itself, and it's pissing out steam, and pulled into the corner, and then I'm just like, I don't really know what to do. Do I get out or what? And then I'm sitting there, and then I just look, and I can just start seeing flames. And I'm like, I better get out. And I start panicking, couldn't get my belts undone, was proper freaking out.
Yeah.
There's just like a wire mesh
there,
and but there's like weird little clips, and I was like, always a bugger to do, and yet I couldn't get this off, and I'm like, there's fucking fire there. I'm like, this is not good. And then this fucking Belgian Marshall just plodding over, like, you know, another day. And Carl Baker, who's like one of the top guys who races hot rods now, he came flying over. He's like, get up on open, get the fucking fire extinguisher. And he's like, put it all out. He's like, you all right? I was like sort of half out by this point. I was like, yeah, sound. He went, fucking hell, they took the time. And like, you just see, it probably wasn't even that much. But you just see a flame, and you're like,
you think this is going to go up.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So we got the car back and back to the pits, and obviously the engine's fucked. There's like a picture of just fucking hole. This crank's just absolutely shit itself. It's just like, it's not what you want. But to be fair, there was a spare engine that they had like with the truck.
Okay.
Similar like to what Ian has with all the parts.
Yeah.
So we tried to fit that, and we've done a lot of, you know, just a couple of different people helping and whatnot. I just sat there and was like, oh, what I'm doing. It's like just like traumatized by this. And then, they tried to put a new engine in, but we did get it running and tried to go out for a race, but it died straight away. Like the electrics were all burnt to fuck. Like,
of course.
So we did. So then Paul raced the rest of the meeting and done all right, and then done a couple. Like I think he done a couple. And then I started doing the karts again because of obviously the engine was fucked and stuff, so we sort of put that to the side and we just concentrated a little more on the karts. And then we done a couple more the year after, but my head was gone. Like I was never good anyway, but I was really bad after. Like it just was like, what if this thing blows up again? I can't get out. Like. But your head was, and even Steve Stanford, who's like the guy who runs it, him and Julie, like nice people, and they still race now, and they're good guys and stuff. And he was like, you've just got to get out your head, mate. You got to get. I'm like,
it's not as easy.
Just get me back in the car. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So that was something different. But the whole time, so we had the Mascars, or now called American Cup cars. I think maybe 2 years. I raced it maybe 5-6 times. Paul raced his a few times, but we never raced the same meeting ever. We never got out on track together. The whole time we've never raced together since like that Mildo in the karts, and
of course,
or whatever his last meeting was. Yeah, we've never got out together. Never got out in the Mascars together, which was disappointing. But Jessica came on and we started doing more karts in 2019.
Yeah.
But we got on gold tops.
Yeah.
2018 was obviously the one Joe won. I was fourth row. Yeah. Chain came off first corner. So 2019 back at Buxton, had a new kart for 2019. So basically, I got another phone call from Paul in the one afternoon. I remember I was working away and he rang me. Jessica wants to start racing. Oh, all right, yeah, good. It's like we've always he's never pushed her. Like she just thought. He's like, I think she fancies a go now. So I think she was 14 at this point. So she's obviously been around and seen juniors.
Yeah.
Like, I think I might have a go. He's like, so she's going to have yours and I'll build you a new one. I was like, okay, mate, yeah, thanks for that. It'll be the same as this one, so no problem.
Yeah.
So he built me a new one over the winter for 2019, and Jessica had my one, which is still in the shed.
Yeah.
If she ever wants to race
have
again.
A go,
yeah. And so 2019, that Mildo, that shit Mildo.
Yes.
It wasn't ready, luckily, because it was shit. The track was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I raced Jonathan's, which was all right. And then mine was ready for the week after at Birmingham. First, it wasn't ready of the morning, and I knew because he hadn't messaged me.
He was too busy.
He was too busy. So I got there and it was ready, but there was a couple of little bits him and Blue still had to do. Went out first heat, fastest lap, second second place behind Butcher, who was Alex Butcher. It was yellow.
Yeah, he'd had a good run.
He drove off. He drove, yeah, because it was his first year. So he'd won the final at Mildo.
Yeah.
Then at yellow, he just drove off and finished second. So it's like, this thing's mint. So it was just the same. Like, just good to know that.
Carry on as normal.
Yeah, just carry on as normal, no different. So we go through the season, done okay. Then we went to Skeg for the treble.
Yeah.
Done okay there. Heat 2 on the Monday. Tried to pass Craig Hodgkins. Not sure what happened. Don't know if he's hit the curb or someone's hit him into me or whatever's happened. Anyway, turns out he's T-boning me and I'm going backwards into the fence.
No.
And I've just hit the wall and it's hurt.
Bang.
It's bang.
Yeah.
Roof's up, bang down. And I'm just like, like, what is going on? And then it probably wasn't, it was only a handful of seconds, but it felt longer. And I'm sort of sitting there like, just need to breathe. And then all of a sudden, like, my helmet wouldn't move, like my head wouldn't move. Like, it did nothing hurt, but I was like, is my helmet like stuck
on? Yeah.
So I was yanking. I was like, is my helmet stuck on something? It wasn't. It was the paramedic holding my head, and I'm fighting against them. I didn't know. He was like, stop moving.
He's having a seizure.
Yeah, stop moving. And I was like, what's up with you? He went, your head dropped. You knocked out. I went, I wasn't knocked out. Can't breathe, man. I'm winded, you clown.
Get my breath
and he's
back.
grabbing the helmet, and I'm like yanking myself. I was like, just get me out of this fucking thing. Like, so you get out and you just start embarrassed. It was like a big crowd. You're just embarrassed. Like, fucking, and are you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So you walk back, obviously put the cart in the middle, and I walked back, climbed the pit gate, which was a struggle because I wasn't hurt. I was hurting. Walked back to obviously the trailer, and then the race carried on. So everyone's still there. Of
course.
So I got in, and I just cried because I was in that much pain. My neck was a bit, like, I was fucking agony. And I was just like, oh, this is awful. This is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what to... had a little moment of self.
Then you're thinking, what have I done? What's
going on? Like, no, but I knew it was okay. Like,
but
I've never, but it was just hurting. I was like, just take a breath. Wait till everyone. And then obviously everyone comes back after the race. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. At this point, I'm already taking the gear off, and I just kind of want to go home now.
Yeah.
But then you're thinking, the next race is the Buxton Gold Top. That's the next meeting. So the next race is the Gold Top.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and Paul and Blue, like, just do what they do, man. This is why they're class. Got the cart in front of the trailer. He says, right, get that axle out, put another one in so we can get it in the trailer.
Right.
So they start stripping it down, get the axle out, which is like that, bent. And they were getting a new axle, and I'm sitting there, and then I think it was young Brad Lawson come over. And he went, you all right? Yeah. You going back out for the final? No, mate, what are you talking about? Fucking hell. I want to go home. And then I've probably 10 minutes, I'm still thinking, next race is the Buxton Gold Top. Really want to sit on that as the next race.
That'd be the first race after.
So Paul and Blue are still working away, putting the axle and putting all the bits together. They weren't just putting it together, they were putting it together properly.
Yes.
So then
ready
to get it all wet. And I says, will they be ready for the final? Yeah, if you want it to be. Yeah, probably should go out, and I said, and he went, yeah, fine, like, we can get it ready.
Make sure it's...
So back in the trailer, put all the gear back on, got changed, got in, and, like, to be fair, they held the gate for me. They were like, I'm in the cart, but like Jack on both sides, because people are putting this wheel on.
Front,
they're doing the back, doing this bit, they're checking this, and there's no panels and anything. I'm just sat in it, like, belted up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And then it was like they dropped it, and it was like, right, start it up. I was like, fucking, I'm panicking. Start it up, and he just fucking shot off because the accelerator cable was stretched so far, it was flat out. I was like, fuck! Just brake, turn it right, like, just slowed it down to get on track. I'm just holding the brake.
Right.
Wanting to rev, get on the track. And I thought, well, I can't line up.
So I've just got to sort of keep rolling.
So I went in the middle and just went round in circles, hoping Ian would think...
Just keep going round until everyone knows,
and then I'll just go at the back, which is what he said. He went,
join in.
There's a problem, just go at the back. Yeah, no problem. So I'm waiting for it. So I'm at the back, and I'm like trying to hold it down because he just wants to go flat out.
Oh no!
And then it was just like green, let off the brake, and the accelerator, just the right foot sat there because there was no point. I was just having to brake to go around the corner.
Oh my god!
And I was just like holding on for dear life. Yellow flags come out. I was like, fuck, turned it off. Sat there like, I hope this thing starts back up again. Started back up, brake, holding on. I finished 5th.
That's it.
Freaking flying around, holding on for dear life. Got back to the pits, and I was like, "Oh, it was all right, wasn't it?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "You okay?" I went, "No." He went, "Do you want to get out?" I bet I can, mate. Like, give me a minute.
Brakes are glowing red.
I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Adrenaline and all sorts, and you feel the pain. And I says, I told him what happened. He went, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll sort that out." Okay. Just got out, drove home. Next race is the Gold Top. We were second or third row inside.
Right.
Second row inside, actually. Kelvin's up my arse and Butcher's front row. And we could sit, and so if you're doing the 5 rolling laps again.
Yeah.
And as we're going round, I can already see Alex is struggling to get around the corner.
Okay.
Like, he's already like, you can just feel it, like, as you're pushing him, he's just pushing on.
He wants to go on.
He just wants to go that way and not turn left. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to do him. First corner, he's going to go, because they're going to launch me.
Yeah.
So literally that's what's happened. First corner, just dinked him.
Dink, gone.
He's gone that way. We've gone up the inside. Kelvin's gone up the inside of me.
Right.
And there's that famous picture that was used on the cover photo for Stoxkarts for ages, where Kelvin's leading and behind him, and we're both like...
Yes.
And then just in the background corner, Alex Butcher's just
Alex
facing
in
the
the
wrong
wall
way,
like
and Danny
that.
Nunn's just up, and like just
Of
chaos.
course.
It's just a great picture.
Yeah.
I think there was a restart, wasn't there? I think everyone got back in. I think Alex and Danny, they'd gone out. I think everyone restarted the race from the front pack anyway. Got going again. I think Carl took the lead, or Kelvin took the lead, and I was in third.
Yeah.
And this race changed how I think, how I race, everything that's gone forward.
Right.
So I was in third comfortably. Like, whatever had happened in the race, them two are a bit ahead. I felt like I was maybe catching them and thinking, if they have a little nibble, I'm not going to be far away.
That's it.
Fourth was a bit behind me, so I was just in a comfortable position.
That's it.
So I'm going along, and I just remember going down the back straight, and I'm just, racing hard, and it felt, I've never told anyone this before because it just sounds weird, it just felt slow-mo. Everything just felt like the slowest it's ever been. I'm like, I felt really slow.
Right.
Because I just had this like clarity and control, and I'm like, I can, when you obviously think your own thoughts, but when you're racing, it's just like, it's a bit
chaos. This is happening. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm doing all right here, and I couldn't am I having a conversation with myself in my head, like, I could probably catch Kelvin and Carl here if I'm doing all right. And in my head, I'm going, how am I talking to myself? Like, and then I'm questioning, going, what is going on? And I'm just driving around, and it was just this weird clarity, and like, I don't know if it's experience or just this weird moment, just like, this is going all right. I'm going really well and comfortable, and it felt slow, but I'm clearly going fast, but it just felt I was in control.
That's it, that's the word, it's control.
Of everything. Everything around me, just happy. I'm just going round.
Okay.
A couple of laps, and again, maybe not catching them, but they're definitely not getting away.
But that's you solid
in the
there.
mix. Go round, next lap, just go over the start-finish line. Cuts out. Just cut out.
Right.
Just cut out, dead. Had to pull off and just sat there. No anger, no disappointment.
Yeah, just thought,
it's another one. It happens again.
Yeah.
And
I think I've been at that point before where things happen and you just go, that's it.
That's it, yeah. I just went, oh, okay, fine. It just cut out.
Yeah.
No reason, like, it's never done it since or whatever. So didn't, just sat there, waited to get pushed off.
Yeah.
Got back to the pits. Paul said, what happened? I went, oh, it just cut out. What do you mean it just cut out? Just driving along, cut out. Everything seems all right. Turned on. Started, no bother.
Unbelievable.
Just wasn't meant to be.
No.
It was Carl's to win, and Jiggins mentioned about his dad.
Of course.
Who was really, really ill, and they weren't going to come, and they did come, and obviously Carl won it, and it was hugely emotional. And I think they went back straight after the race, after the Gold Top. I think they
did, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they did the rest of the meeting. They went back and they had some more time with the dad, I believe. And he passed away, which, amazing for them, and wasn't meant to be, but for me in my interview here now, it just was like, oh, okay. So Paul's like, I don't know. Like, well, what can you say? What can you do?
So saying about that then, are the others, if you'd third or was you more like, oh fucking, you know what I mean?
Not overly. Like the second I was gutted, is on the DVD you can see in 2015. It was like there's a bit where they give me the helmet, the hat, like the Ten Tools hats to get in the photos, and there's just a moment I'm just like,
I think I remember it.
It's just like it's like a second. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then like 17 was shit show, 18 chain come off, and then 19 it just cut out. Like there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
So we changed. I think we changed like the fuel pump and carb, like just for make sure it was okay.
Just to make sure it went that.
The rest of the meeting went fine. I think fourth in the final. Like,
right.
And it's been fine since. But that changed it. That changed how I think of it. Not how I drive, but there's clarity. Like I feel comfortable what's going on.
You feel in control.
I feel in control all the time.
No.
It never feels fast or out of control in terms of oh shit, like what's going around me. I'm like, what I'm going to do, I'm going to think that one. Oh, they're going to push me, right? I'm going to have to get on the back of this one because they're going to push. And it like you're talking to yourself through the race. It's hard to explain, but it's just there's just clarity, and it's like a white noise, and it's just comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah, like just in the cart. I know what's going to go on. I know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I have no pressures. I don't think I'm going to. I need to do this one. I need to do that. Just go out and race. And that stemmed from that 2019. There's just that moment down the back straight. Everything's all right here. We're having a good time. Like it just. Something just went over me, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, and then from then on, like 2020. Obviously, we didn't have a gold, but we had some races, which was nice to get back into it. 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25, like things have changed. We haven't raced as much. So 21, we finished, get this right, second in the points, second in the British, second in the Scottish, third in the gold, second in the tarmac points, third in the shell points.
Mental.
Like, and that was the 21. I won 11 races, like 6 or 7 finals, something like that, maybe 5 or 6 finals, and 23 second places, including the ones I've just obviously mentioned. Just always there or thereabouts in every race. British was second, but Carl like miles ahead. The gold top 21, I was second row inside again. Had a nibble at Carl first bend. He's driven off. I'm second.
Yeah.
Yellow's come out with about 5 to go, thinking right, I'll have a go here. And then couldn't get on the back of him quick enough. And then the train sort of pushed me. I've gone down to 5th. Right. With 5 laps to go. I've had to fight my way back. Got 3rd. Liam finished 2nd.
Yeah.
But I was never close.
Right.
I was a 3rd, but I was never really close to Carl. We really had a nibble.
Yeah.
But that season, we smashed it. We won finals,
unbelievable.
We won the last final at Birmingham ever. We won that one.
Yes.
Which was quite a funny one. We were talking about people smashing into you, and not getting around the corners and things like that. And we're talking about like us not hitting each other. And so in the final, halfway through the race, I watched it not long ago on DVD. I'm 6th on the restart. Like front red or superstar, whatever. There's like, I think it's like white, blue, yellow, white, me. A couple more. I think Carl's 9th or 10th. So we go around, green. I'm looking ahead going, they're all going to stack each other in. Like, I'm not going to hit them. I know what's going to happen. And there's nothing behind me. Like, it was like a white top that was never going to...
You're not going to pushing
feel
you.
comfortable that I've got a gap.
Yeah.
So I just put the foot down, let off, turned the corner. Toppy's just launched it in, bing, bing, up the inside, 6th to 1st. Carl's gone from 9th to 2nd. In one corner, we was driven off and left everyone else behind. We're just like, cheers, lads.
Hopefully there'll be no contact until we get the green back, green. We are racing for the restart of Only Live in the lead. Who's been there, but how long? The top 4 or 5 have taken themselves wide, so who hasn't got the lead and all that? Things like 5 carts in one go.
Yeah, went round, watching this. I was like, I don't know if Carl has a go, because obviously he's quick, but we kept a very similar gap. And he couldn't just quite catch me. And then the commentator, because it wasn't Inca race back then, remember they changed some other fellow brought in.
Okay.
Remember Dave Bond, was it Dave Bond or Phil Bond? They'd done the last few Birminghams as a promoter.
Okay.
So it wasn't the usual Inca race commentators like Goddard or whoever done it after him.
Yeah.
But this other guy, and he's like, oh, Andrew Duddy takes the lead and Carl Nunn in second. Then he gets distracted by whatever's going on. He's looking down left. He must be watching football results or something's going on. And all of a sudden, like, you're watching the race and I'm still in, and then we're catching Alex Butcher lap down.
Right.
Commentator, Alex Butcher's in the lead. Like, what? What are you on about? Alex Butcher's Alex Butcher's going well here, and Andrew Duddy in second, trying to catch him. I'm like, are you? It's like, yeah. How have you? Where has Alex Butcher come from? Like, what is going on? And he's just like, Alex, last bend. Oh, is Andrew Duddy getting it close to take him? But the problem was the lap scorer was giving Butcher the fucking lap boards.
Was it?
Yeah, because they were like clearly in sync with it. Because they obviously are listening. It's like if 21's leading or whatever.
21's.
So he's like giving them the last boards, and then, oh no, Alex Butcher takes the win. It's like,
what?
No, dickheads. Like, I won. And it happened the year before in that DVD. Might have been the same commentator. In the COVID year, Carl's leading. I'm second. We're going round to start the last lap.
Yeah.
Now as Carl is going round, there's a higher car and he has to go a little bit tighter, and it gives me a chance to catch him on the 1 and 2. And I'm thinking, I'll have him on 3 and 4 because 3 and 4 at Birmingham, you could do it flat. You wouldn't do it, but you could do it flat out to push somebody wide.
Yes.
It's literally what happened. Like, I was able to get a run on him, just give him a push up
That's
the inside,
your break.
win the race. Oh, brilliant! Like beating the goal top on a last bender, like doesn't happen often in any formula. So I was really buzzing with that. Get the DVD, watch the DVD. I remember why I haven't watched these fucking things in so long. He same thing again. It might be the same commentator. And he's like, yeah, Carl Nunn's leading. Oh, lap to go. Doesn't look like there's going to be a last bender lunge. And Carl Nunn takes the win. What? I've just done him on the last
already done it.
Done it, passed him and got the checkered flag.
He's trailing his bodywork there on the rear, but he's not going to be long for this world, and this is actually the last lap already. So a very, very short race in this one. Oh, and he's really dragging that there, but waiting now for the final corner. And any last lap lunges, it doesn't look like it, but we shall see. They're coming over the start-finish line now, and double checker flags in, and it is a win for the 265, I believe, or maybe the 4 got in front actually. So the 4.
He's a lap behind.
Yeah, a lap behind in a different country. Are you watching a delay? Are you watching the football? Like, what is going on? And I know it's an amateur sport and everybody's hobbies, but fucking hell, mate. Like, it would have been nice to have the commentating, I had a great last bend. No, it's nice to have.
Exactly,
but it is what it is.
To go with a win.
So that was 21. Where was the 21 gold? That was Skegg, so I finished 3rd in that. 22 gold was Hennesford's. Didn't do as many. I think I've done 18. I think it was 18 of 29 meetings that year. Checked the stats that Danny used to do, which were class because it gave you all the results, didn't it?
Did.
We finished 4th in the points. Obviously, only done like 60% of the meetings.
Yeah.
So we were still in the mix. We started 2nd row outside for the gold at Hensford. Had a decent start. Was up to 2nd or 3rd. Then I went down to 4th. Yellow's come out. I think Butcher was in front of me. Or was he 2nd? I think he was 3rd. Maybe Liam was 2nd, or Danny. Carl was leading. Butcher's gone in on the first corner. Carl's just driven off. Danny's got round. And then me and Butcher were fighting for 4th and 5th, and he just wouldn't leave me alone. Like, I was 4th, and he was quick. So it was just like, dink. Oh, fucking hell. Then you get past the next corner, I'd do him. And by that, then eventually...
Then they got away.
It probably felt longer than it actually was. It was probably only 2 or 3 laps of
Yes.
back and forth. Eventually give him a big un, not a big un, but enough to get him a bobble coming out of 2. And then I finished 4th, and just literally was practice. Just drove around my own. Was never catching them. It was just a waste of time. Not a waste of time, that's unfair. But do you know what I mean? It was just a nothing race.
It's not one that's
Never, it doesn't stick out, yeah. And then 2023, it's funny, it's Paul's anniversary, I think, today or yesterday. He had a heart attack.
Of course.
So he did. He had what we call a SCAD heart attack,
right.
Which is quite a rare thing. It's not like the arteries are clogged that causes the heart to obviously do what it does. It's a tear in the muscle. quite rare.
Yeah.
I remember him ringing me and telling me what happened. It came up in the day after. Let me know he was fine. Like he was going to, full recovery, but it's going to take a long time. And
Yes.
and obviously his health was very important. Never even thought about racing or anything like that. So it was just on the back burner.
Yeah.
Carrying with football and golf and
That's
whatever
it.
else. And then Kelvin Lim, who's been a friend for years, and he just randomly messaged me and said, "Oh, what's your plans this year?" And I was like, "No, there isn't any. Like, I'm not going to do anything." He's like, "Oh, we could probably look after it if that's possible, and maybe take it to a few meetings." So I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, maybe something that could be done."
Yeah.
So and he did. We sorted it out. He fair play. He came up to Paul's.
Got the cart
And picked the car up, a few spares, a few tyres. Obviously, hadn't been touched since the year before. And
of course.
took it back, and we done 8 meetings. So we done 7 skegs and the gold top.
Right.
So the plan was just do the skegs, and then if they go to Buxton, I wanted to go. I never bothered. I just done the skegs.
Yeah.
It just worked time wise. It was just easier to do them, schedules and stuff.
Yeah.
So we done the first 2 skegs. The next 2 were the British.
They were.
Finished 3rd. Was leading it for ages, obviously.
Oh.
Danny was quicker, passed me. I've given him a big one, got past him again. 3 laps later, he's caught me, and he's left, just got underneath me, and I just couldn't get back. And then to be fair, Jared Lindsay was on the pace that day, and he finished 2nd, so I finished 3rd.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, fine. Yeah. No qualms about it. It wasn't quick enough. And we'd done that one, the skeg, the one in May was the skeg, was the qualifier, because the gold was so early in the year. It was in July.
Of course,
do you remember?
It was.
We were on with the bangers, weren't we?
Yeah.
So 2023, we I had no intention of doing it because Kelvin and Ben don't do shale.
That's it.
So I maybe flippantly said about, "Oh yeah, are you going to go and watch?" I said, "I might go and watch," or something like that. And he went, "No, we'll take you." I went, "No, He says, "No, we're going to go watch, so we'll be in the van, so we'll just throw yours in. It's not a problem." I was like, "Oh, amazing!" Like, never thought anything of it. And
no.
So we ended up doing it, which was nearly a shit show, if you remember.
It was.
So I did. I sat in the train. I was like, "I'm not going out in that." I just had memories of Stoke. I'm not doing. I just won't bother. I'm not paying because they won't give you your money back because they've done it at Mildo before, and obviously Star Tracks at Stoke. I'm not fucking doing this. I'm wasting my time. And he's like, "Daddy, you haven't paid." I was like, "I'm not fucking going out." I'm not doing it. Like, so we waited, and I waited, and then they were like, there was a bit of panic, wasn't there? And like, "Oh, we're going to go out and try." It's like, there's no point. Like, we all know what's going on. Like, "Oh, I've got the shell tire," and that was it. I had never used the shell tire. That was the first time I used it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was like, there's absolutely no point in this. Luckily, because I was 8th row inside, when we all queued up, and he says, "Right, when you go over the pit gate, through the pit gate, just go straight onto the infield." They wanted everyone just to drive through the mud
and get lined up on it.
And then get lined up and then try and get a run. I was like, so we all done that, didn't we? And we got on there, no problem. It's like, and you could see the mud. It's like, there's absolutely no chance. And he's like, "Right, we're going to get a run at it." So obviously, because I was the 8th row, they all went. I didn't. I ain't fucking going on that. I just stayed in the middle, and I wouldn't go on. And I waited, and I was like, "They're not go. Like, this isn't going to happen."
Yeah.
Then the quad got stuck. Do you remember?
It did.
There was so much mud. The quad couldn't get around.
Of the quagmire,
and then Danny and Carl, and it was just clogged everywhere. I just sat in the middle. I was like, "I'm so glad I didn't even try." Straight back off the track. Probably one of the first off because everyone else was stuck in the mud. Went back. It's like, wow, it's a shit show. What are we going to do here? Eventually, they put a few banger meetings out, didn't they? Banger races out,
just to try and clear some. Yeah,
and then we did get out. Again, went out with the shale tire. I've never used it before. Bradley Lawson was in front of me.
Right.
Do you remember when you went over the pit gate? Past the pit gate in Northampton, there was a little bounce.
Hump.
Do you remember a little hump?
Yeah.
It wasn't much. It was just that.
Just that little.
So we're doing the 5 rolling laps
round
again. So, bobbing out, and then just that little bump, right? So we go around again. bump, steering wheel just locked, like solid, couldn't turn it left or right.
Right.
Just like, what is going on? Like, so it's like driving a bed, because it was like there was no movement. I'm like, what is going on? I could feel them pushing me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I've just got pushed into the tyre on turn, what was then 3 and 4.
Right.
Just like stopped dead. Red. I'm like, what is gone?
going
Like,
off?
wouldn't turn.
Right.
What the fuck has happened? So Ian Allen was on the quad. He's come flying over, and then one of the marshals has come over. One of the big lads. I will say hello to him. And lift it up. I'm like, what are you lifting up? What's going on? I thought it was like stuck on the curb or something. They lifted it up. I'm like, what's going on? And then the marshal just picked up this Nerf rail. I was like, I went, is that mine? He went, no. I went, am mine all right? He went, oh, brilliant. Bradley Lawson's Nerf rail fell off. Got stuck under my wheel.
Jammed under yours.
So I was just driving along with this Nerf rail under my wheel.
Oh,
and
right.
got stuck in the. If Ian had said green, I probably wouldn't have been able to carry it. I'd have been twatted from behind, and it'd probably fucked me.
Yeah.
So then he was like, right, Bradley, you'll have to go off, mate. Nerf rail's off. So he's had to pull off to the infield.
Yeah.
And Ian was like, right, not changing the grid, just everyone move up one. So I ended up going 7th row inside.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it. Foot down, boot, straight in the first corner, probably up to 4th within 2 laps.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the shell tyre. Andy King was about and Chester was about. It took me about probably 3 laps to figure out what I needed to do. And then I was like, right, pinged them off. I was up to 3rd. Danny and Carl were away, but I was in 3rd. I'd have took 3rd all day long. Yellow's come out with about 5 or 6 to go. And this was a little bit of a bone in contention. Never really said much, but they spoke to a few people about it. They left the back markers in.
Okay.
Which they haven't done before or since.
No.
So it was Carl, Danny, I think it was Ryan Stewart and Graham Willett. I think it was them two.
Right.
Or there might have been one and then one behind me, because Lloydie was 4th. And he was thinking, I've got a chance here.
Yeah.
He's thinking, Duddy will have a go, I'll have a go, we might get a nibble.
Yeah.
But we were 2 kart lengths behind when the green went, and he just drove off.
Right.
So
what happened?
Who knows? Yeah. Sometimes they leave them in, sometimes they don't.
Like,
again, wasn't meant to be. Didn't. I've not bothered. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not an issue.
No.
Happy to be in the mix. First time with the shale tyre. Carl ended up clipping the fence and his chain came off, and Danny won it.
Danny won.
And I finished 2nd and Lloydie finished 3rd. So not a bad race.
No, not when the Nerf rail happens. You think, oh, that's it.
Anything could have happened. If that had happened, I just loaded up and went home. This is
point.
Another goal. That this is what happens.
Yeah.
And then 24. Obviously, Paul came back. Can't thank Kelvin enough for what he did, and we've done them 8 meetings. I think I had the highest average that year.
Right.
Yeah,
we
only done skegs and
yes,
won a couple of finals and was pretty quick every time. Like, I was never out the top 5.
Yeah.
Every meeting, every race.
Consistent.
As always, yeah. And then obviously the 2nd, the gold, and the rest of the Northampton meeting, that was it. Then 24. We'd done that Bradford, obviously we spoke about earlier. We had a great time. I don't know how we were doing. We must have done a qualifier or a couple of qualifiers, because we were 9th on the grid.
Yeah, I think you were
there was
around. I think you were just behind me. I think I might have been the 8th row. I think you might have been inside or outside behind.
Yeah, it was 9th row inside. Again, no thoughts. And Paul said he said, I've never seen you more relaxed. I was like, well, man, is it? Like, it's just another race. Done enough of them. And me and Lloydie were parked next to each other in the. Because it was a bit chaotic, wasn't it? Because they were like running late, and they were like, the F1s were on. Claire's going, like, getting a bit stressed and getting everyone together. Like, right, get in your car. I'm like getting in your car. It's bad enough when you're at the front, which I've been in, front plenty 2 or 3 rows. You've got plenty of time. Yeah. Because there's 15 rows that still haven't got to get there. But obviously, it's a bit different at Bradford because we didn't have that. But we done. We had to go single file. So me and Lloydie were like this, and we were chatting. I didn't have the helmet on, anything on. He's already. I'm like, fucking this. Me and him were chatting, and then Claire's saying, right, just go down in single file in like your race order. And there was someone behind Lloydie, and it's like, as soon as Lloydie went, and then obviously it was supposed to be me because he was 8th row outside, and then do it that way. Yeah. the guy behind Lloydie was just like in his own, like,
I'm going.
going. Just followed Lloydie all the way down. I was howling because I could see it in his eyes. Like he was just like,
He was like,
and
I'm
he's
here.
banging Lloydie down the hill. I was like, what are you doing, clown? So I moved in behind him and then got onto the ground. I was pointing. Look, I was fucking like sometimes it's your first race or your first goal top,
and you think
whatever, and they're so intense, and I'm just like, this is funny. And then obviously got through the race, and there's that big crash right at the start.
There is.
Somehow we got past it, but we did clipped the last cart sticking out and the chain come off. But the red flags flagged it straight away. So I've parked up on turn 3, and I'm sort of like Paul's not coming down. He's not. He said if you stack it, like we're not fixing it. You're done. Like we're not doing anything. I was like, whatever. And a few minutes had gone by, and it was like, oh, you got a couple of minutes left. I'm like, there's no one around. Like all I need is somebody to put the chain back on. This isn't. Don't need much else. And then, to be fair, Sarge come over. He'd been with Sarah. He come running over. He's like, fucking wouldn't let. He was whinging. They wouldn't let him on quick enough. They wouldn't open the pit gate.
Yeah.
There was people like, I think there was an issue either with overalls on the track or high vis or something. He's like, fucking wouldn't get me on. I was like, mate, can you just stick the chain on? Oh, sharp. Put the chain on, drove off, back into position, back in row 9. There might have been a few missing from the front. But you tried to sort of hold your position, didn't they?
Yeah.
Got rounds, got going. I've always been quite quick at Bradford. The races that I've done, picked off a few, was up to 5th or 6th. And had half a tangle, Paul Kay, and Paul Heath always says, like, you can tell when you know you're not going to win, like, because not that you're not trying, but you sit into like a comfort zone and you just sort of piddling around, like you weren't catching anyone.
Right.
It's something that he sees, and maybe the way I'm just coming out of the corner or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was 5th. I wasn't.
So you're thinking?
Yeah, it's fine, 5th. Nothing behind me. I think Carl, obviously Kai was first, maybe Charlie Portman, Carl and one other, and then me. And then Yellow's come out and you think, oh, got a nibble here. And you sit up a little bit in your car, don't you? I've got a chance here. Yellow's go on, first corner, bong, just put the 3 of them out. And then I was second behind Kai, and we could be racing to now, and I wouldn't have caught him. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were the same. He held.
Both were rapid.
I don't know if there was any pressure, if he looked in the mirror and saw me and thought, he's just hoping for a mistake.
Yes.
Hoping, because it was a little bit greasy coming out of turn 2, and I thought, can I just, if he just gets it a little bit wrong, I might catch him. The picture at the end that I've got, it does look quite close, but probably through the last 5 or 6 laps, and probably 5 or 6 kart lengths around, which is, it could be a mile in a kart because you're not fucking doing that, and he was so quick.
That's it.
But on the last bend, I think he's let off, and he's got a little bounce.
Okay.
So I think he's let off knowing that I wasn't close enough, and he's just sort of making sure he's getting around. That's what you do when you just get a little, and he's got a bit too comfortable. And we tell people in karts this is, if you let off and start trying to feed the accelerator, it goes the little momentum, and then you get a bounce. And so I think that's what he did, and it looked closer than it was. But another second, like, was just happy to be involved, and then I got to win. I won the second heat. Yeah, so heat 1. Obviously, it was a melee. You like getting your kart checked and you're getting your pictures, and you're all happy, and everyone's chatting and I'm just buzzing to be involved. And then just literally fuel it up and go back out, straight back down, going round. Finished like 9th in heat 1 and just never got going. Okay. It was just like I got in a bit of a not a tangle, but I think will it and slow, just slowed down, and it was just not going like the way. Anyway, like finished 8th or 9th or something. Just like it's not right. Got back up, and it was still a bit chaotic because there was just loads going on. Not in a bad way, but obviously Kai had won, and they're all there and celebrating, and congratulations all there, and there's pictures and people coming up, and then you wanted to watch an F1 race, and it was just lots. So anyway,
going off.
So fueled up again. I don't think we've done anything else. I think we then got some pictures of the team, like Jess and Chester involved as well with Paul. Get back in for heat 2 and go back out. And Joe would mention on his, actually, he was a fucking menace that night. He was hitting everything in front, and he was helping me because he was just pinging everyone out the way. And then his chain would come off, and I'd pass him. And in heat 2, got a really good run. I think Joe was ahead of me. He then pulled off because his chain come off. I was in a really good rhythm, catching, caught Lloydie, passed Lloydie, won the race. buzzing, like front F1 crowd, like.
Of course.
Yeah, was buzzing. After the race, you pull up to get obviously wheeled up to the front. Russell Andrews come over.
Right.
And he's just leaned in, and he's just went, "Oh, well done, mate," something like that. And he's put his hand on my inside rear, and he went, "Are you running this flat?" I went, "No." He went, "It's fully flat."
No.
What I didn't know was after heat 1, Paul had seen that it had bogged down after it had been hit. And he went, "There's something not right," because it just took forever to get going.
Okay.
So he went up, forgot about it, got chatting, got pictures.
Everything else.
As I've gone back down for heat 2, he's gone back to the grandstand to watch it. Kelvin's went, "Did you sort that flat out?" He went, "Oh fuck, I forgot all about it." He knew about it, and I still won the race. So I got into a really good rhythm, and it just nothing balked me enough, and it kept it going. It's like, well, 110 works round Bradford then when you go flat inside. God. That was that. So that was a nice way, and we finished 4th in the meeting final as well, which was a cracking race.
Good meeting then.
Yeah, really good. And then last year's one, again, similar. I mean, we won a few races. We done. I don't think we've done the first couple. The first one we done was the Buxton, which was the first Buxton with a new track.
Oh,
which was, late April. So we, it's just like a story of like what a genius Paul is and how he sees things differently. So we got there, and he was like, "Hey, practice." I'm not going to practice. I'm not getting there. A, I'm not getting there that early, and B, I'm not changing that early either. I'm not doing either of them things.
Yeah.
So Paul got there, and when we got there, obviously, I think Lloyd had told about that 2024, the final of the Grand Prix at Skeg.
Oh, of course.
So there was a bit of ding-dong in there with him and Jared and stuff, and I was a little bit involved in that. I'd not took Jared out, but I'd hit him and his wheel came off in heat 2. So I always say Lloyd owes me a pint because I'd put him out in that one.
Okay.
And then in the final, I'd finished second. I was annoyed I finished second because Paul K, his clutch was sticking, so he couldn't stop. So he just kept doing donuts in the middle. He just kept going round, even on yellow flags.
Right.
So I was like fucked off that he was allowed to carry on every time. Do you know what I mean? Little things like it didn't matter if I won it or not, but he won it and I finished second. So we went out for the Grand National, and then it's still obviously close between Lloydie and Jared.
Yes.
And Jared's put me and Paul K in, and we've tangled and hit the wall very, very hard. And Paul went in hard.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I've hit and carried on, and ended up been able to carry on the race. But I bent the steering, bent it. When I bent it, I'd hit the wall that hard, it bent that way.
Right.
So, gone that way. So it was that way. So it was this side, it just bent right down. So so I've lined up again, and I'm trying to get all my strength with my left foot and just yanking it. I got it back to a point. It wasn't good, but
not perfect. But
so hold on. So I shouted Ian Allen over again. I went, mate. He went, "Oh, I said, everything all right? I've just hit obviously just hit the wall hard." Yeah. And he went, "Bumper's bent, but everything else looks fine." Fine. I finished third. Mint.
Yeah.
So I obviously got back, and there was a bit of hoo-ha in the pits or whatever. Yeah, and then we had another race. It was called the knockout race. Have you seen the bits for it? So
it was that whoever's last gets knocked?
Yes, it was literally that. So it was clutch start, really close grids. And I think after 3 laps, whoever was the last one or the last 2 had to pull off. Yeah. And he would leave the last 3 or 4. And Chester, and the kart was fine. I was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Got to the front. Chester was really quick I think he was blue at that time. I couldn't, I was trying to nibble him, but I'm not going to do him. I'm not going to, no.
Team member.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not one to go big because it doesn't work.
No.
Which you'll get into the Buxton goal top. If you go in flat out, you're not getting around the corner. You have to, it very rarely works.
Yeah.
It's not a stock car, it's a Stoxkart. They don't react well to that. They'll bounce and you'll just end up going out
worse off than...
Yeah. So I would have had to have done something like that. I'm not going to do that. So we first and second, we got a couple of bits, I think a couple of tyres, and end to the season. Happy days. Obviously, bending the bumper and wheels bent, and the accelerator pedal had sort of bent slightly to the right.
Okay. So
then we get to the Buxton 2025 last year, first meeting in April at Buxton, the new setup. Get there. It was only me racing, Chester wasn't racing. I look at the car, nothing's changed. The steering wheel's still bent, the pedal's still that way, and the bumper's still come up a bit. All right, mate. I was like, when did you get the cart out? Oh, last night. when was it last out the trailer? Oh, it hasn't been out since Skeg. Hasn't been turned over. The night before, turned it over. Yeah, it started, fine. Weighed it, fine. It's fine. The wheels turn. The rest is
let's
fine.
go with it.
We'll go with it. So, got there. Got on practice, not even fucking doing that. So we watched practice a couple of times.
Right.
And there was really struggling because you had to go really tight.
You did.
Yeah, and like that new bit of tarmac, and some people were like a bit tentative, and we're like looking at going, I don't know, like maybe we don't go as tight. And me and Paul are talking, and then we walked to 3 and 4, and we watched it from there. I think Callum went out, and we watched Callum do it, and that looks pretty good. And okay, so we learned a bit, and then the Rebels went out. We just watched the Rebels. I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah. And we watched Shay Murphy, who obviously dominant in the Rebels, who has raced karts before as well. He did, yeah.
So Stoxkart.
Yeah, another Stoxkart, decent dart player as well. Bumped into him in a random Tuesday night.
Oh, really?
In Daventry. Yeah, I just seen his name. I was like, is that?
The Shay
like, why are you here? And he went, I live Cov, which is like 40 minutes away. Corby. So we're in the same sort of darts league and stuff. It was just a bit random, but it was nice to see somebody from Stoxkarts outside of it. Anyway, and we watched Shay Murphy, and his was just a touch, just coming out, and he was just much quicker than everyone. Anyway, but they were going in tight and then sort of bobbling on. He got in, just let it a little bit looser,
Oh, okay.
get it round. Paul said he's not running much cross. I went, okay, cool. He went, right, we're going to do the same. Right. So he went back to mine and took the cross out, like not all the cross out, but he took a lot of the cross out. I went out and he won and pissed it. Like it just went where again, like that we said earlier, just went round the corner, just underneath, just past everyone. Yeah. Don't think I had to hit anyone. Just underneath. It's like, this is mint.
Brilliant.
This is brilliant. So we did, Heat 1. Heat 2, obviously didn't touch it. I got spat out on a yellow flag. Paul K was quite a considerate way, reeled him in, done him. Won Heat 2. This is going all right, boys. Yeah. I was obviously running from red, but still, the British champ has passed me, got a gap, and I then caught him and passed him again.
Yes.
Won that, happy days, out for the final, thinking, you're just confident. There's a difference. It's not arrogance. I'm going to do all right
it's
here.
The confidence.
Yeah, and flew through. And Callum was still blue and got past him, and comfortably won the final. No yellow flags, just straight through. Yeah. 103. So it was like 5th time I've done that hat trick.
Great.
Which is buzzing. So I've never done that. But at Buxton, been racing there since 2011. My first win wasn't to 2020.
Really?
Yeah. 9 years before I won a race at Buxton.
Bloody hell.
I don't know if you've done it, the really wet Buxton during COVID.
I don't think I did it. It was a fucking
disaster of a meeting. It just went on for about a day. It went on forever, and it was the wettest meeting ever.
No,
but I won the final. I won the final. So, happy days. Anyway, so 103. Just like, this is class. And then Paul was like, Ian was like, grader's discretion. Up to, I was like, 55-point average for the first grading period. I'm obviously going to Superstar. Yeah. So I went to Superstar, and then a month later we went back to Buxton and won the final again from Superstar. Right. So me and Paul K again. And the week before, a week after, Paul won the final at Hensford and I finished 2nd. So you knew you were in the mix. You knew you were quick. Done Cowley, won a race there. Obviously Bradford, Joe put me in when I was leading. Obviously done what you had to do. So I was in the mix. You know,
exactly, yeah.
Get to Skeggy 25 Paul Hinckley Memorial. Done really well in the heats. I think a 3rd and a 4th from Superstar. Happy days. And then in the final, Paul K passes me. So I'm following Paul K around. A high cart spins. We both clip it. As I clip it, I just get a little bounce. Just accelerator cable snapped. Completely snapped. It's like, what is going on? Yeah. So yellow flags come out. So I started it and started just pulling it and thinking, fuck it, I'll try this. I'll see if I can do it. I was like, this is not going to work, but I'm not pulling off if there's a way round.
Yeah.
So, and then we went to yellow flags. We were just about to go green, and the chain came off.
Oh, no.
Which is probably a blessing in disguise.
It's kind of like, don't do this. We're taking the chain
get
off.
out. So I was like, it just snapped from nowhere. So then the next race was supposed to be the goal top. Obviously, so there's Bradford. So we've done the Bradford.
Of course.
Everything was all right. Finished third in the final there. Done really well. Another good race, good meeting. Then the goal top at Buxton. Again, another one. Paul gets more stressed than I do now. Like he come up to me. He was like checking the chain. Is that chain too loose? It's fine. It's been like that.
Just leave
for
it.
2 years. Like just leave it. It's fine. Chester, come over here. Get out. No, I'm not happy with this. 2 of them under the cart, like tightening it up. I'm like, yeah, lads, whatever. Yeah, cool. Don't worry about it. What will we? Third row inside? Yeah, third row inside. So you do the whole thing, the parade, and get your little memento and stuff like that in the carts. Just another race.
Another one.
Yeah, go in first corner, get put wide. 3 and 4 was horrible. I don't know if you remember.
It was.
I don't know if it was the F1 rubber or whatever's going on. It was just dunk, and you'd go out there.
You did.
You had to be really cautious going in the corner. It took me a couple of laps to sort of figure out it wasn't the car. It was. Or wasn't me. It was everyone was doing the same thing. I remember Callum going in. He got put wide, and he'd come in on somebody, and he just gets this massive bounce that you wouldn't normally get. No. So he's expecting I'm going to hit him and go, and it just went.
Ding.
Yeah, and they've all gone that way.
Yeah.
So anyway, the yellow flags come out quite early on. I think I was 7th after the first bit of melee. Then Liam does Callum on the first bend from the yellows, and Liam's got a big lead. I've ended up coming through into second quite quickly, probably after like 4 laps.
Right.
So again, quite clarity, thinking, just driving around. I'm catching him. I'm not catching him quickly, but I'm catching him.
Slowly.
I've got 15 laps here. No rush. The back markers, and I'm thinking I can't hit him on 3 and 4.
No.
Because I'll end up going out with him, or you could lose the chain.
Of course.
So you're already planning the race.
The rest of the race.
Before you're still going around. Yeah. Catching him. We were catching back markers. He comes at 3 and 4, and I'm tighter than him, and he's come across, and we've just touched, and I've just lost, just like that, just a little nibble, and it's probably gave him half a second, nothing much.
Yeah.
So I've had to catch him again. And I could just look at him, and I could see Freddie. And he's there, he's catching me, and you sort of using points. You're probably using the start-finish line. Oh, he's definitely catching me, right? Yeah. What do I need to do here? How do I play this? How do I plan this? Do I keep behind Liam? Do I pass him and just wait for Freddie because he's catching?
And then let them cause the chaos?
Yeah. Can I get in front of Liam, and then can Liam bulk Freddie up enough? Because there wasn't massive amount. When you look at the lap times, there's nothing in it. Me and Freddie had the exact same lap time. Our best lap time was the exact same.
Okay.
His consistency was better. He was 0.1 better every lap on average. So he was catching, and I knew he was catching. So I think 3-4 to go. I'm catching him, going past the start-finish line, into 1 and 2. I think I just going to maybe give him a little tap. Nothing silly.
Yeah.
Next corner, I'm in the inside. I've got to pass him. I
can't.
Can't stay in behind because Freddie will then do underneath him. Happy days.
Let's try.
3 and 4. I'm thinking, right, something's going to happen, but let's hold it and make it a race and be involved. And then you see it on the video, the DVD or whatever. I take the normal line, and he just flat out. He just lunges, hits me well.
And you both go out.
Yeah, just go out wide as you expect to. He goes wide. Freddie just. Thanks very much, lads.
Into the closing stages now, and it's still 3-8, but it's being pressured by the 4. The 4's down the inside, down the back straight, just about in the lead, but a new leader. It's 4. 3-8 in second. 38's there in third. In fourth, it's 5-8. 4 gets walloped wide, and 38 comes through the gap. 38 sees the gap and goes through.
Yeah. And what was that? 2 to go?
2 to go. It was maybe 3 to go. And I remember going down the back straight, and I just went, fuck! And they just carried on racing. Finished third, got in, just sat, obviously, top 3 to the line, sat there. Claire came over. Well done. Thank you. You okay? No. You going to get out? Not yet. Just going to sit here a minute. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Get out. Do the whole thing. Done this dance before a few times now.
Deja vu.
Yeah. Freddie, well done. He was the fastest. Clearly, was the fastest because he caught from where he was. What a race to win, being where he was, and And it was clearly a good race for the crowd because there was tension and
It was.
you're catching thirds, catching seconds catching first. And Liam may have said, like, I had to go for it. And Ian said the same thing, I think he had to go for it. And in my head, I'm like, he didn't have to go for it because he wasn't getting around the corner. If he'd, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. We watched Ashley England do the same to fucking Craig Finnegan at the 25. He just cuts the corner.
It was like that. It was nearly like that was the last bend, wasn't it?
Like he's thinking, I'm going to bounce off him and go around, and I'm going to be in the lead. And they just wipe the foot, and Tom just drives through. Exactly. It's obviously not the same because of the Formula Ones, but that's what I was thinking. Like Liam's hit me, come in flat out, and he's thinking, I'm going to hit him, and he's going to go there.
I'm going to go.
And it's like it would have worked if Freddie wasn't on our ass.
Yeah.
And it's just, it is what it is.
I know.
It was fine. A couple of people were like, oh, you shouldn't have passed him. Well, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
Sat there and wait. Like, if it hadn't passed, it had to pass him. I was quicker.
Yeah, you can't look back and think
should I have stacked it, waited till 1 and 2 and done what he'd done to me? But then Freddie would have caught us anyway. So there's no right or wrong. I've done it the way I thought. Probably going forward after what happened in the British, after what's happening in various different races, probably need to be a little bit more aggressive. Probably just need to go out, you know what, just do them. And if it fucks me up, it fucks me up.
Yeah.
But I done what I could, made it a good race, finished third, got out. We don't obviously do the scrutineer checks, don't you? Everyone's there, and there's the big crowd, and they're, well, again, unlucky, mate. Yeah, unlucky, mate. No, it's fine, no worries. And then Carl and Danny's mum, Ruth, who's about this high, she comes over, and we all, I don't see her very often now, obviously, because Carl and Danny are racing, but she come over, and she'd seen me before the race, and she was wishing me luck, and she came over, and she just looked like these little puppy dog eyes, and she looked at me, and I just went, oh, Ruth, what do I have to do?
Yeah, what more can I do?
What do I have to do? And she went, one day. I was like, yeah, when everyone else is gone, I might be on my own, I'll get around. I was like, I just needed that moment. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Another one done. Thank you. Very nice. Good race. Freddie, worthy champion, does every meeting. Claire and Jason do so much. Great race. Yeah. What can you do? Went back.
Yeah.
You can talk about the race till the cows come home. Doesn't make any difference. Finished third. Was happy with that. And then went out and won Heat 2. So it was a nice way to end. Didn't finish the final because I got a puncture, but win a heat again in front of an F1 crowd.
Exactly.
It's on 24/7. Was a nice way, nice trophy, and we did get a really nice picture again with Jess, Chester, me, and Paul.
Yeah.
And we haven't even sort of touched on a few of the Britishes, but 11 top threes in gold or British races.
Mental.
Which
it really is.
It's an achievement in itself.
Definitely.
To be still there and competing and challenging these guys. I mean, I know there's probably a few lads. I know AJ's a little bit older than me and Chev and stuff like that. But no disrespect to them, but I am competing with these kids.
Oh God, yeah.
And we won the final at Hensford. The last meeting of the season was mentioned, and I think every final. So every final this season, every final last season that I finished top 3.
Right.
So it was like 7 out of the 11. Top 3. So there's a consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
But every single time they finish top 3, the other two's age doesn't add up to mine. Freddie and Paul Kay, like 39 between them. And then at Hennisford, it was Paul Kay and Jake Watson, who's 17. So between them, they're 36 and I'm 41. Oh. So it's just nice to know that, you know what, you're still in the mix.
I think it's one of them. I think as it goes on and it keeps happening, it's either building to something where it's gonna be like that win is gonna be so bittersweet.
I think so. Yeah, I think that maybe outwardly I just say that, but I don't. At the meetings I'm not tense about it. I'm not. I need to win this race.
But again, like I've said to you before, but that you have my respect for that happening, and some people would be like, you know what, it's not gonna. I can't keep. But you just, and it's good to adopt that mindset of I'm going to keep going.
Just
if
enjoy
it happens,
it
happens.
We'll go out. We'll.
It's the best mindset.
2026. There's 20 meetings. We don't even know where the gold up is yet. So
no.
Who knows? It may be Buxton, maybe whatever.
Maybe Skeg.
Yeah, whatever happens. Maybe even Scunthorpe. Who knows? Maybe throw it in early. Give me a Barford.
Don't give me that hope.
Give me a Barford back. Whatever. But so we'll go to Bath. We'll go to Buxton first. The first weekender. It'll be one of the first Josh Memorial races we've raced in a few years for various reasons. So we'll try that.
Yep.
I'll probably finish second in that. I'll probably win a heat somewhere along the line. We'll go to Skeg, maybe nick a couple of top threes, and then the same may happen again. I'm not concerned.
No.
If it doesn't happen,
I think that's
it's
a good
fine.
way to be.
Yeah, I had my chance.
Yeah.
15 was probably the one, and then different things may have happened.
Yeah.
You may have not raced because you've won it, and things are different. I don't know.
Yeah, this
but
is it.
I don't think
everything
nothing
happens
much
for a
would change.
reason, but you don't know that reason. It could take 20 years for that reason to be.
Exactly. I would love to win it. I would love nothing more to have the gold roof or the British roof, and be proud of that, and you know, a face of the formula, if that we would call it, and do your bit for it and all that kind of stuff. And
you say that though, but I feel you are up there as I regard the legends of our formula. Even though people might not.
Well, I suppose
know
it's just longevity and you know, people like me and Cher that have been doing it for so long and being so competitive still. It is an achievement in itself. And you know, people that have won gold and silvers, like Wareham when he fucked off, or Dex Linden, Mark McCann, people that have won it, you know, are they held in any different regard or high regard because they've won a major? Probably not.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't say so.
You know, there's no, you know, best ever or whatever. It's just racing, and it's just fun, and there's no better feeling than being in the car. We're talking about the clarity and stuff, but when I find there's no better feeling when I'm sat in the car, that 2 minutes before the race, that helmet goes on, and nothing else matters. Doesn't matter what anyone does with, you know, for their work or social life, whatever. Everyone's there and it's in, and you just cross that line for the next 10, whatever it is, like 12 laps, and you get on, and you just sit there, and I always look at the lads, and like Paul Kay, Lloydie, Fred, whoever it is, Kai, or whoever in the past, Carl, Danny, whatever, little thumbs up, let's have a fucking good race. And we go out and we have a fucking good race, and 90% of the time you do. And I've had some absolutely brilliant races. You know, last year with Freddie and Harvey Heathcote, we had a fucking brilliant race. There was no hitting. It was just like this.
Swap and change.
Because one went really wide and then they'd cut under, and I think Freddie won it and I came second. I think that was what happened. Just a brilliant race, a great advert for the formula. I remember speaking to Ian about it. It's like, that's what it's about. Like, two kids, everyone's a kid to me, but two kids, you're battling with them, a great time, everyone's come off, you know, and we move on. Handshakes all round. Or
definitely, let's go again.
Or fist bumps now for these kids and stuff like that. But yeah, and just enjoy the racing and continue on and promote the sport and things like this, and do what we can with Paul and H2O, and we'll do anything that we can to make sure it continues on, and
it's the best way.
Keep going and keep smiling.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's changed my it did change my life, because it become everything that I did. You know, you focused on the racing and everything works around it, and you've been on holidays, and so many stories I could tell you about, you know, nights out that we mentioned and things like that. But you're going to Florida, watching the NASCAR, watching going to Volusia and watching the sprint cars.
Racing,
going with the Thackerers and Jack and Billy and Joe and Wassy, Jacob, and all them guys that you may not see as much now. That, you know, some are married with kids and moved on to other things, but as soon as you see them, it's like you see them the day before, because they're family, and that's what Stoxkarts is. Yeah, stock car kids as well, especially, like you see coming through from micros or into the
growing up.
They're just built differently.
Definitely.
Ian talks about it on his interview with Tebbs about doing the BBC the thing with, was it the BBC Kids programme, and they've done something at Skegness. Yeah. It's like they're giving him shit because he's talking how he sort of kids. They're just different. They're not soft. There's no like beds. They go bed when they're tired, and
exactly.
Well, they'll do it, and they're grafting and they're working in the carts. They're not sitting there kicking off. They're doing bits, and you can see them, and it's just something special about it. Stoxkarts is
same as me. Like, you know, I was born at best. I'll always say it. Thanks for mum and dad, the best child. But it's things like they also saw that, give me that option. Well, let's get your car, and because then they're those little things. But you're around people. I mean, like yourself in a way, because I've always kind of been around you. They build. I'd kind of think of you in a racing dad way.
I love that. Some of the guys used to call me that, like, because I'm a little bit older. And
I know, because you're a bit older.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I remember, and you might remember, it was 23 Skegness, and I'd come. The only reason I'd come was to try and defend the British, because I'd won it the year before.
Okay.
And I remember, I think Kelvin were bringing you, weren't he? You were sat with Kelvin, and I was so like down, like, because I didn't score a point again. I was at the back of the grid.
Of the back. Yeah.
And I was just like, I just don't want to tarmac. I don't want to do it no more. I just feel, and you were just like, you sat there and you weren't like, well, you kind of went, you can't. Don't force it. Don't make it a chore. Don't just go and enjoy it when you want to. And you were kind of getting someone there. I know my dad. I think that was the meeting that I come on my own.
Right.
But of course, I've got my dad and everything. But then it's those other people at meetings growing up that are like give you life lessons in a way.
It's more than stock cars, isn't it? It's you take this stuff into whatever you do, and just like discipline and being right with people
definitely.
And that just respect.
Being
There's
around like
about.
Buxton Bar when I was 11, 13
the
years old.
The things you'll have seen then, and the things that have happened from like naked Grand Nationals and like that stuff.
Prepare you for life.
But it does prepare you for life because it's real and it's proper, and you're around adults that don't mollycoddle you. That
definitely.
Like, don't be like if you're a dick.
If you're being a dick, they'll tell you.
Yeah. Stop back it in, or you won't race.
Exactly.
And the vast majority are good kids. And do the right things, and I love to watch that. I love to watch the juniors, and I hate when we end up going back to back. I hate fucking having to wait in the car and the kids are on it. I want to watch them. I want to see them. You go and talk to people, and like, mate, how much cross have you got in there? Like, he looks like he's struggling. And like, we don't really do that, mate. Get some bathroom scales. Like, you don't need to be expensive. Just give you a guide.
Yeah.
This is what we run.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And it might not help.
It might not work.
But
try it.
Yeah, just try. Just trying to, and you just want to keep them involved, and you just want to see them grow in and go into the seniors for a year or two, and then go to something else. It's amazing to see that. And I wish young Slatter had maybe had 6 months in the seniors or a year.
Yeah,
I think he was quick. You want to see him in there. Like obviously,
just have a go with the.
Kai's gone on, and Max K now has got a Formula One, and
exactly.
Amazing. Yeah. Like, he's had a go in the seniors, and he was decent. He was quick on shale. Like,
oh god, yeah.
So you want, and like you'll support them.
It builds that racecraft,
of course, absolutely.
And like you say, when you see them in results, it's like F1s. Butcher when he's at Kings Lynn and he's in top three. Like, go on, lad.
Yeah, go on, lads. Yeah, I love it. And I hope that never goes away. And I don't think if we stop racing karts or whatever, you're still always going to be around it. It's a family.
Definitely.
You'll be involved in some way, and watching stock cars is what we do, and we're around it, and we'll always do it forever. So
we will as long as we can. Now, while me and Duddy take a quick break, I just want to give a massive shout out to Art by Abs. I saw her page, the drawings she does, brilliant, and I thought I really want one of the kart with a British wing on, something to remember it by. Honestly, brilliant talent. Go and check her page out. She does loads of things, personalised drawings, mugs, tumblers, the lot. Whatever you can do, she's a great talent. We even got a few mugs printed with the Stox in the Shed logo on, so we can have them in the videos. Honestly, go and check her page out, and a massive thanks once again. Ready? After a break. So yeah, the other thing I was going to say is, like, again, with Lloydie a little bit, you're so chilled to get in, but then the joke, we'll say, but you always jump the start in the race.
Fucking hell. Always jump the start. I did get done, I got docked once for a jump in the start. Right. I didn't jump the start. Like, that was probably one of the only times I didn't get, like, when I got done at Northampton, I was like 14th, and we were all getting bulked up, backed up.
Oh, okay.
And then someone's hit me, and I've just not wanted to hit the one in front, so I've just moved out of the way. But as I've done that, he went green.
So you got
it, and just went round the outside, and I must have passed 4 karts before we got to the corner. I got in, then won the race, and I got in. They went, you've been docked a place. What? And Andy Passy was giving the win. I was like, fuck it. All the times I probably have done it. Like, in that one time I felt just unjustified in getting caught out. But So jumping the starts. It's this like stigma. It's like the Mandela effect. It always like things like, you don't like shale. No, I just don't like racing on certain shale tracks. It's different. Yeah. But the jump in the start, it's just trying to get an edge. It's trying to get something. You're not.
You're always on. It's on it.
Joe done me twice. He done me at Bradford in 2024 in a goal top in the meeting. I ended up getting caught with Willet because he just dived down the inside before the start of the race. Done me at Skeg as well, but it's part of it. It happens. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. But maybe the ones that I get away with, it's more people say, "Oh, I fucking done it again," sort of thing. But
okay.
So I call it anticipating the start.
Yeah.
So this goes back to Barford 2011. Yeah, that's how long ago. That first year when I was yellow top. I always remember the story. I remember the story when I've watched the video. It changed it because I thought Ian was racing, but it was Paul Higgins, not Ian.
Okay.
So I was an only yellow top. There was 5 whites, a yellow, and 3 blues. So heat 1. There's no receivers, so you're watching the green flag. Up green, boom, 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 up the hill at Bradford, at Barford. By the time we get to turn 1, all the blue tops have passed me. And Denty's going for the lead. Just smacked in it. All right, there's anticipating the start.
But there was...
fucking hell, they were quick. So I was like, I remember the race. I was, Jesus, what's going on here? You don't know, you're a bit all over the place. So on the video, you see it get past a few of the white tops, which were a couple of higher drivers. Heathy might have been one of them actually that day, and higher drivers winning. Denty second, and I'm third. So I've got past the other 2 blue tops, and then as they're going down the hill after turn 2, the high driver's just got a little bounce on, and you see the camera, and it stays on the back, but you can just see us go out of shot. So Denty goes round the outside, and I'm behind the higher cart, and I remember he's getting it. I've just left it in. High cart straight into Denty. All you can do is
round the corner.
And then the camera turns, and you just see Denty. Yeah, I'm driven off, and Denty and the higher driver are fucking spun round. Nice little win there. Now, heat 2, same thing happened again. I think it was Denty, Parky, and Paul Higgins. Right in me. I think they passed me before the green flag, before the check.
They're getting an earlier
they're seeing something I'm not. And I was like, and I can't remember which race it was. And I was like, I can't wear this out. I don't know what's going on. How am I getting caught out here? As soon as he drops, I'm foot to the floor. What's my cart not doing?
Yeah.
And I remember either Ian come to me or I went to Ian. I was like, how are these blue tops? I always thought,
away.
How are they passing? What is going on? They're obviously jumping the start. He went, no, I think they're anticipating the start better.
So that's where it come from.
That's where it come from.
That's the word.
So I use that word, anticipate the start. So when people say it, just anticipate it, mate. Don't worry about that. So it's just a stigma that attached. I don't think I'm that bad. But you do try and get, to be fair, 2024. The Buxton gold top in heat 2. So I'm back red.
Yeah.
And I'm you're going into the 1 and 2, and you're sort of waiting for someone to go. Yeah. As you see, it was Amy here and 2 other red tops, and I've just gone. I'm near the pit gate because I'm trying to get a run.
It's gone back.
Ian's like, fine, get back in. So I pull back in. As he's done that, I've gone green and I've passed them all anyway. And I went and won the race. But it looked so obvious because they were going, and I'm out here in my own little grade.
Oh.
But things you do, and I won the race anyway. So, but yeah. It's when you jump in the start or anticipate in the start, we're going to call it. If I'm red, I'm not watching the blues or the yellows. I'm watching where the whites are.
Exactly.
If the whites are off at turn 3, I'm going. I don't care where the blues and yellows are. You can leave the gaps, but the whites. I'm not having the whites go away. Fuck that. I'm going where they're going.
Exactly.
And that's probably how I. Because I'm not looking. I'm like this. You're looking over there. You're drawing the corner. You're waiting for them to go. Yeah, that's the gap.
Yes.
Used to have a little green marker at Lynn, didn't they?
Yes.
Back in the day. So yeah, I anticipate the start. So I'm quick off the blocks on track, but maybe not as quick getting in.
The chill this guy on there.
Yeah, so you get used to how quick you can do everything. Like the belt's a piece of piss, helmet, neck brace. I know guys like have their hands device, so they've got to put that on before they get in, and it's a bit different.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, nah. So I don't think I've ever told anyone this. I did want to sort of bring it up, and maybe other people have maybe felt sort of like this at different times and stuff like that, and it happens to sort of everyone. Not to get a bit mushy or a bit too soft, but yeah. But so it was a Birmingham final. It was in the dark, so it must have been sort of near the end of the season.
Yeah.
And we were lined up, and we used to have to line up for ages. Remember? In it for fucking ages.
Pit area, yeah.
So I was belted up, and I was sort of sitting there, and I just come over like really flustered, really hot, really uncomfortable, and I felt like my heart was going to pop out my chest. Like I just had this, what was that, a panic or an anxiety or overwhelmed, whatever the phrase was, just couldn't relax and was really, really like stressed and quite emotional. And so I was like, took the neck brace off, and I took the gloves off, took the helmet off, and I just sat there, and all I wanted to do was scream.
Right.
I just wanted to get it out. But you're obviously in a pits, and
I think
they're probably like, hang on, what is going on here?
off.
Like, it's just, I just sat there and just slowly slowly breathed in and out, and waited for it to sort of pass, and it did, and just stopped, and I was like, right, okay, and then pit gates were opening, and then put the bits back on
slowly, and
went onto track, and it never happened again.
Right.
So from then on, and maybe that was a turning point, and you just get a bit older, a bit more experience. You kind of work out. You don't need to get in. If the Rebels are on before us and they're not yet out, I don't need to get in.
No.
When they're on track, I'll start getting in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it stemmed from that, really. So even if I do get in the cart,
you just sit
it's a bit of a running joke now. If Claire or Ian says get in the car, I'll go to the toilet. Like, if they're telling me to get in, I've got another 10 minutes. That's how I feel. So I might not, obviously not that long, but I'll maybe go for a wee. But I've never missed a race or never been on, like, panicked to get on track. And
that's my worst. I'd rather get in a bit earlier than
and just be set.
Because if I feel in a rush, I'm like, and then a belt will not go in, and I'm like, I can't get my belt.
I'll have the belts on, but they're just loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might make sure that one's tight, make sure these are okay.
Yeah.
And I'll have these loose.
And
then so as long as I can just reach out to get the helmet. So you'll see me, like, if we're driving down to the queue up at Buxton, for example.
Yeah.
I'll drive down, the helmet will be in my hand, come down, and just pop it outside and just sit there.
Just chill.
I normally take the wheel off and just sort of just sit there. And it's nice if people walk past. Hello, mate. You can hear what they're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
You might have one earpiece in, and it's just settled.
More chilled.
Yeah, and it's my little routine.
I was going to say that brings me to see. For me, a routine is I'll always make sure pins through steering wheel, belt, latch at roof. Right, I'm ready. Do you have a routine that you like? Or are you like?
So yeah, I'll get in, do the roof latches first. They're always done first.
And
they're in. Right, I don't have to worry about anything else now.
Yeah.
Do the belts so I can see. I'll do that without the helmets and stuff, so you can see everything's okay. The belts, you've done it a million times.
Yeah, you know it.
So the bollock strap, this one, tighten there, make sure I'm comfortable.
Yes.
We'll always then move the seat belt down so I can lift my trousers up, my bottoms up, so that I can see the receiver. So then I just make it at an angle that I can just check that everything's okay.
Still on.
It's never not okay, but it's just nice to know.
Yeah.
You can see it. And then do that, and then I'll pit up, and then you can sort of normally plan it. I say, like, if the Rebels are on before us, and we're lined up and they've started the race. If you're at Buxton or Skeg, whoever wins is going to have a parade lap. You can't go on until the last cart's off, the last Rebel's off.
Exactly.
Right? So even if the first Rebel comes off, there's another 20 to come off. There's probably 2 on the back of a tractor, and then the winner. Lot. So you sit there. As soon as the first one comes off, right,
start getting
boom, and I always leave the neck brace till last.
Right.
Put the gloves on.
Okay.
I always put the gloves, put them tight.
Yeah.
Lift the overalls arm up, and then put them over the gloves.
The glove.
Get them quite high. the steering wheel has to go on the same way.
That's it.
Joe's steering wheel has to be this right-hand corner. Even though it's the exact same, it's round. The little Joe's steering wheel has to be there. In there, sorted.
Yeah.
And it's just...
That's what, I suppose doing these more, I always wonder, because like I say, even if I'm like, I've got on trot one at last, and they're like, all right, close it, get ready to start rolling, I'll still be like, I'll be moving, but I'll still be like, DJ. They are down, aren't they?
No, and I think I don't know if anyone else does it, but as soon as Ian will say, take him away, bump, bump.
Let's go.
It's the last little, it's tight,
check.
But it's just, bump, bump. And away we go.
Definitely.
And we go off and
I
try and
think
do
it's
the best.
funny that everyone has different...
Yeah, and it's the same after, and it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially if you come in with family or kids or wives or girlfriends or whatever. Like, they very, very, very rarely come with anyone.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was obviously living with my ex-partner, and she came to a lot of them, pretty much most of them.
Yeah.
And it was fine, But there's always somebody else there, and not a distraction. That's unfair. But you're then not worried about them again. But they're there, and then you're focusing on them after a race or whatever. And it was different. It was a bit more of a hobby then. So you do your bit, and then you can maybe go off and watch a race or whatever. And then that ended in 14, and you can tell because then I get pretty fat. 15 and 16.
The fun time
begins. The fun times. Yeah, when into my 30s, but. Bits and bobs in between, and maybe one or two have come since, but it's just not the same, and I'm just quite content and comfortable without any of it. I come on my own. One time Mum came last year, which I loved it, and we haven't mentioned, but I borrowed the hire car in Northampton from Slatter.
Of course.
So the numbers just weren't great.
Yeah.
And I'd said to Slatter, did you have a spare car? And he went, yeah, the hire car's not out. I just messaged you and said, if you want an extra body, I'll happily jump. Don't need to have, it's not chasing points or anything.
Yeah.
Just happily jump in it. So we'd done a deal. Ian was happy, and it was just an extra body out.
Yeah.
And it was, would have been July, August. It was summertime.
Yeah.
And we were on with the bangers, and it was the kids British. So it was,
of course.
Probably went anyway because the kids British. I just said to Mum, it wasn't an I factor, so it's not a 9-hour meeting. It's two banger formulas.
That was it.
Quick rotation.
Yeah.
Mum loves racing, but I'm just conscious of being there all day, basically. So we got, because Paul wasn't there, and we was like, I could get there later because I wasn't having to do anything else.
Of course.
I was high driver.
Yeah.
So we did. Jim, fair play to him. He'd done his bits, and Mum got to, Mum got to watch me race and had a couple of okay races. Heat 2 was okay, and in the final. Finished third, so I've got another trophy, another picture. There's something to say. Every time I get a picture, so if I win a heat or a top 3 in the final, and Christina will come over and take the picture with her.
Of course.
Yeah. So every single time I'll get the bottle of water, get the hair done. Try to anyway if I've got time. So wait. Get
my good side.
Wait, get my good side. And then you're trying to, if you're third, you give a hug to the winner, or if you're in the middle of you're just trying to be close together.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if she does it with anyone else, but. She comes straight over and shows me it because I can. Is that all right? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Keep
crack on. But yeah, there's just the people I want to be with are at the racing, like Paul and Jessica and Chester. So we kind of just have our own thing, and I kind of just sit on my own. I kind of like that. It's my thing. I'm not anxious about not having. I love the drive there. So I have my little bit of plan. I'll have my podcast on or my music on.
It's a bit of chill time.
Yeah, I haven't got to talk to anyone about it or worry about what anyone else is doing or their day or their bad day or having, everyone has it rows with the missus or whatever. And bringing that negative energy to racing. And that affects you. We've said this earlier. It does affect you.
It does.
So I come, I'll have my Tesco meal deal in the car ready for after or whatever. You do your bits and then after you go and then you can just relax on the way home as well. You can either stew on a bad meeting or you just enjoy a drive home.
Just a chill drive home.
After you've won a final, a drive home takes 10 minutes.
I think I've kind of bought partners over times, and some I've had nightmares. But when I always kind of feel guilty. Not guilty, but it's like you kind of like I've got to worry about them as well. So I understand
you want to make
because
sure
I don't want them to be bored.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be like, oh, I'm getting all mess. It's horrible weather, and I feel, look, it's nearly sometimes better to say, look, this is Buxton, probably will rain.
Yeah.
You might
Enjoy
enjoy
your
it more to not
be
go.
But there is that,
So
and there's an
is hard,
uncomfortableness,
you
and I get that. I've been there, I've seen it. You know, you've had rows on the way up or the rows on the way home, and it's just it creates a negative sort of vibe of what racing is, and I'm not doing that. I'm here to do the best I can, and that's probably why in the last 5-6 years that we've been so sort of consistent, and probably one of the reasons. And we've changed our mindset in terms of, we talked about staying at the track at Lochgelly and doing stuff. I'm done none of that anymore. I'm too old for that. I'm staying in a hotel. I'm showering and I'm having breakfast if I fancy it.
Just come fresh.
And I'm coming fresh, and it's worked. And we hadn't realised this at the time, but 2020. So we've done the treble, Skeggy trebles. We've done them since 2011.
Yeah.
So 2020, 2021, 2022, Teely took me because Paul had gallstones. But Teely took my car that weekend.
Right.
In 2023, Kelvin took it, and we took them there. So 2020 Monday final at Skeg. 2021 Monday final at Skeg of the treble. 2022 Sunday and Monday final at Skeg. 2023 I won the Monday final the first weekend I went out when Kelvin took my car on the Monday, and then I won the Monday final of the Skeggy treble. So 5 Mondays in a row over 4 years.
Right.
I'd won the meeting final. Now, it could be a massive coincidence, but I'm taking it as I'm prepped and ready to race. I haven't been there all weekend. I haven't been messing around, drinking on the Sunday. I've done all that. I've done that 10 years ago. We've talked about the stories. I'm not doing that anymore. So if I race the Sunday, Monday, or a Saturday, Sunday, wherever that is, I'm finding a hotel. I'm watching Match of the Day or whatever.
That's it.
And I'm sitting there and I'm be fresh and try and sleep.
That's your perfect prep, just to be.
Yeah, there was one time at Aldershot. We obviously I would never go to Aldershot, but Jess had just started racing and said she fancied it. So Paul said, "Oh, we'll go." Of course, I'm not going to say no, but we went.
Exactly.
And Jessica, it was practice on the Saturday, and we were racing on the Sunday. So I'd done one practice. Car was fine, track was fine, no problem. I don't need to go out again. Jessica went out. I think she went out a couple of times and got a massive bounce and stacked it into the wall, like put a lot of damage in. And we, I don't know if Blue was with us then. I think it was just might be me, Jess, and Paul. I think he picked me up on the way. He stopped at Bicester, like I parked the car at a random like housing estate, and he just picked me up.
Pick you up.
Yeah, just on the way. Just left the car for 2 days, whatever. Done that when we went to Belgium as well. I just left in some housing estate in Huntingdon. He just drove. He's driving down. But anyway, Jessica had a load of damage. Paul was like, and it was like 30. It was the hottest day. It was 30 degrees. Paul doesn't do well in the heat. He's fucking roasting, and we're trying to get this bit sorted. We wanted it to get sorted to get her back out. We didn't just want to get it sorted.
Leave her at that,
because we wanted to get her back out, to give her confidence to be ready for the Sunday. Because then you're just stewing on it,
Exactly.
and then So he's fucking no use. I mean, good as a snowball in a fucking sun like that. But she's sitting there watching. I didn't have a top on.
Right.
I obviously have the 2-piece, and I just had the black bottoms of the overalls. I had no top on. Not showing off or anything. There's nothing to show off, but it's just a hot day, and Chris Lindsay came over, and he's like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah. What's going on?" He went, "Your back looks a little bit red, mate." I went, "I feel all right." He went, "Just, you got any cream on? Just be
put some
careful."
on now, yeah.
I went, "Nah, don't, mate. Honestly, don't worry about it." Nice one. See you later.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers for that advice, mate. I know what I'm doing. Go to the hotel, right? I feel all right. Bit hot, but it's been a hot day. Get into the Premier Inn. Walk in, get into the shower. Fucking hell! Just, when I got out of the shower, turned my back, turned around, and I took a picture. Oh my God. It was horrendous.
Jesus.
Oh my day. What are you
pain.
doing? Oh, it was horrific.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep on my back. Trying to sleep on my front, which I'm no good at. It's like just awful. It was like looking back, so funny. And then the next day, getting in and trying to tighten the belt.
That's what you.
And it just feels like it's tightening.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a clown! I have got a picture of it. I'll send you.
Yeah,
it,
we'll
but,
chuck that in.
Oh, just idiot! Like just things like that. What you doing?
Yeah.
Be prepared,
think
ready
you're
for
an adult
racing.
now.
Yeah. If that happened now, and we're not going to do a test day and then a race meeting on the Saturday, Sunday, and it was hot, like you'd be conscious of how you're going to be. Like when they're playing football, I probably wouldn't play football now the day before.
Right. Okay.
Whereas, I'll play Saturday, no problem. I'll go out for a beer or whatever.
Few drinks later
whatever, and then race on the Sunday. Or I'll play golf. Nah, I think I need to be a bit more.
Give it a bit more priority. In a way.
I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
Things take a little bit more to hear. I played football yesterday. You do feel it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am sort of turning around because I am a little bit stiff. And and it's just like you just need to respect your body a little bit. If you're going to do stuff at racing and be decent, I think you just need to respect it. And just
everyone has a different way, but I think, but again, we've all been young. We all
do the hotel. We don't do anything. Just one little bit that always makes me laugh. I told sort of Liam and a few others this story. I obviously come on my own all the time, and we were at Northampton. It must have been just after COVID. We were at Northampton, and we had it was me, Jess. Jess was in the seniors, and Stephen Roberts, who'd raced with us. I haven't mentioned him before, and his wife Jen, who just super lovely. Got a lovely little girl now, and they've stopped racing. Yeah. And Liam, I don't think he was with us, but he parked next to us. So, and obviously he's a great mate of mine. So there was us four together. So Liam and his dad Michael, known him all my life as well. So we've done this race, and probably heat one. Pulled up to the trailer. Liam's here, I'm here, Stephen's here, Jess is there. Paul goes to Jess. He obviously goes straight over to Jess.
Yeah.
Jen goes to Stephen. Michael, Liam's dad, obviously goes to Liam. And and I can hear the conversations. Oh, that was a really good race. And it's nice to hear that buzz. Yeah. I can hear Paul, you done well, love. Like, this and that. And Paul was really good at videoing a lot of Jess's races, and that's a really good way to learn. Yes. A lot of people don't do that, and I think it's something advice that we give. If there's a mum and dad there or a second person, video it. And then you watch it, and then the next one, switch. You watch it and you video it, because then the kid can see what they might have done wrong, or what the faster cars are doing that you're not doing. So we always give that advice. But anyway, so I think he was maybe showing her, like, you done really well. Could hear Jen just helping Stephen. Oh, it was a good race. Mike was doing the same, like, obviously, and then there's little bits, and everyone's race is different, isn't it? They do this, they do that, whatever. So I've got out as normal, helmet down, walked into the trailer, drink my water. I always text my mum after every race. That's just the rule.
Right.
I'm okay, 6th. I'm okay, 11th. I'm okay, I won. And it doesn't matter what, if I've won it or DNF, it's just, thanks, Andrew. That's fine. It just makes me feel better. So I've done that. In water. I think I've picked up the jerry can, classic. Do my job.
Make sure the fuel's done.
Poddle out. And they're still chatting. And then after a couple of seconds, they sort of congregated together, and they're just milling about, and there was like, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Paul. It wasn't Jen. It was either Jen or Michael.
Right.
And they just saying, "Oh, Andrew, how did you get on?" "Oh, I won it." "Oh, right, brilliant. Nice one. Yeah, great. Yeah." Because they're just so focused on their bit, and it was lovely. I just started laughing. I was like, I won it. Cheers, guys. Yeah. Do you want to check it? I'll just fill them up.
Yeah.
So it's like there were probably moments you thought, maybe it'd be nice to have somebody there, but God, I can't.
No,
yeah,
sometimes it's more. I mean, I've had times where it's more stress.
Absolutely. But I'm into not just in racing, but in life. I'm pretty structured and like know what I want and how I want it done, and
I like that.
I just keep doing my way and things, and that's why it works at the racing. We've got our routines and how it works with Paul and Jess and obviously Chester and stuff like that, and I love it. So I'm not gonna change that little bubble.
No, definitely.
And hopefully we'll get back to a couple more Monday meetings and win a few Monday.
That's it.
Finals.
That'll probably be the thing. Now.
We'll have to do that. But we won 4 or 5 in a row.
That's mental.
Obviously a huge coincidence. It's great, but I think there is something in that you're mentally prepared and you're going to do the right thing, and you're focused and you're not hungover like we have done.
There's
before.
definitely something in that. That's for sure. Because like you say, it's a lot. It is that skeg by the time Monday comes. It's a long
weekend. I had done it once in 15, 16. I went Benidorm Sunday to Friday with my mate, which was carnage. Got back early hours Saturday morning, drove to Birmingham for a Formula 1 semi on the Saturday night, drove home, got ready, drove to Skeg for the Sunday because it was the F2 semis, and they always have both. They have the same day, so it was the F2 semis were on the Sunday, and then we stayed. So it was like me and
Right.
Thackeray's. That was Sunday, and then we stayed 8 days because then we raced Thursday, Sunday, Monday. So we were there at Cottage Farm. Like what like mentality are you going to be by the idiots? But like, what are you going to be like on the following Monday? Just done Benidorm, Birmingham for an F1 semi, Skeg for the F2 semis, and then done like
more
6 more
drinking in the week.
drinking bits and going karting and stacking each other in at that Cartwell track.
You're not done for the year.
This is why I was 17 stone, mate. You know, just yeah. But I had a great time, and wouldn't, don't regret it. But I wouldn't even think of doing anything like that now because I'm there to. Yeah, to win races and an advert for Paul or whatever you want to call it for H2O, and it's part of it's just part of pride.
And like you say, I suppose it's like the thing is, you feel so lucky. It's like you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect his efforts.
Exactly,
and I did probably a little bit back then, but I wasn't as good and whatever. We had a good few races and close in British goals and stuff like that. But yeah, I was a different mind. I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
We all men sort of.
Just have a bit.
The old men get older, but they never grow up, sort of thing. And I just had a later surge of in my 30s doing what I probably would have done in my 20s.
I think you all need it, don't you? You need to have that
blowout, and we had a great time. We had some absolute carnage. I know we've spoke about a few, and
I bet there's loads more.
Oh, there's loads. Like it's just obviously like the Butlin stuff and what we said in Scotland. And I remember one time we were at Stoke, and Paul remembers it because he gives me shit about it. We'd been out the night before and hanging, and do the race. Was in an absolute grump. We'd go back to my car, sleep, and then when it half an hour nap, and then come back because the car was in the outside bit. And then walk back through and then get back in the car. I was just like wasting the time. Like I was like hanging. Remember once it was some Graham Wheat stories, which like are always fun. Just an absolute legend.
He is.
Just so much time for the guy. Just a brilliant guy. Do you remember? Were you there when he won his first final? Buxton.
Was it Buxton? Oh, of course.
He won heat and final.
He did.
And he obviously he'd been close a couple of times, but I remember he won heat and final, and he got absolutely wankered that night. Oh, mate, it was carnage. Like, so funny. Next morning, like everyone was cheering him on. Like, everyone was so pleased for him. Like, he'd worked so hard for it, and people like that. I mean, I remember like Andy Hill, like never won a race.
Yeah,
he was so close, seconds and thirds, but cheering him on, and people like that, Roger Bailey, James Bailey,
exactly.
Like no you just want them to get that feeling, and people that have been close or regular white and yellow tops, and fair play for still coming.
Definitely,
I don't think I could do it. You know, so I feel full respect for them, but we absolutely wankered on this Saturday night, Sunday morning. He's not in a good place. We're queuing up to pay. So Christina on the trailer. Yeah. He's in front of me, and we're just chatting, and I think it was me and Danny Nunn was behind me. I was called Danny Nunn checkbook racer because he literally brought a check. Yeah. Back in those days, whatever his parts bill was, he would just write a check out. Yeah, checkbook racer, mate. So Wheaty goes up, and he's like pays his whatever it was, 40 quid, whatever it was. And I said, mate, no, you get money off. You won the final last night, mate.
Oh, of course.
And he's like, what? And he didn't know who I was, what day it was. He probably didn't know his own name at this point. He was still wavy. And he's like, I went, Christina, you won the final last night, so obviously you get a tenner off, don't you?
Next race.
Every final I've won, I've never got the tenner off because I never do the next meet. I haven't got a tenner off in about 3 years. But anyway, so he's like, oh, well, right. So say he gave her 40 quid, 220s. She's like, oh yeah. So he gave her a tenner back, and he just turned around and he just went, prize money.
Definitely some weight.
Just what a boy. Just everyone's told us, lost his keys and forgot his panels and all that kind of stuff. He'd done me. It was his fault when I rolled it. Well, your fault, but his fault as well when I rolled it at the 2019 2018 gold top, wasn't it? So, chain had come off first corner in the gold top, so I was a bit keen for heat one. Get going off red. I think I was pole red, and I'd got a good start or whatever. All I seen was Graham Wheat going backwards into the pit. I was the pit gate by turn 1. And he's either come bouncing out or he's just clipped the outside of my drive wheel, just went ping, and I've went that way. And then I never knew this until I started looking at the photos. You little fucker, straight in the back of me and fucking launched me further
I was going
forward.
with you for the gap, and then
There was no
next
gap.
minute, you was like going that way, and I went, oh,
Straight
my
over.
back.
Ah, brilliant. I think I rolled it, fucked it, looked at it. I was like, oh, this is. Anyway, so I just left it. I just left the stuff in it, just climbed the pit gate, and walked. And Heathy was on turn one. Everyone sort of stood in that
Stood on that corner,
with near the fish and chips and stuff. So I've just walked over. I was a bit stiff. I just walked up and went, oh, mate, have you got any money? He went, yeah. She's got a wallet out, give me a tenner. I was like, nice one. Walked off, straight to the bar.
That's done.
I was like, that's fucked. I was like, oh, I can't be dealing with this. It was a mess, to be fair, but
no.
we probably would have got it back out, but I thought,
nah.
yeah, just, we got any cash, I could just do it. Yeah, just look straight in.
Yeah.
Probably a shit Foster's love, please. Okay. And that was it. So yeah, that was another wee fucking moment. One of my favourites. I don't think we were racing. I think it was an F1 meeting, and we were at Lynn watching.
Yeah.
Maybe ones or twos or whatever. We might have been racing the next day, whatever it was. We were all in the bar after. There was loads of people, and there's always loads of people. You're just chatting to randomers and what. And there was 2 or 3 of me, and Wheaty was there, and he was chatting away to somebody. We were just sitting there, and after a couple of minutes, he was a bit wavy, and he's come sort of staring. He went, yeah, just chatting out. Who was that? I went, you know who that was? He went, it's Willie Harrison, mate. Oh, all right. Nice bloke. He didn't know who the fuck that was. He was like, I could have said anything. It's like, Willie just walked off. It was just, that was Wheaty. Like, just,
who was that? Yeah.
Yeah, who was that bloke? Yeah, just 1982 world champ, mate. One
Brilliant.
of the legends of the F1s. But you could have been
Wheaty.
talking utter nonsense to that guy.
Yeah.
You could have asked him anything, and you had, He's just like, cool. That was, Wheaty. Funny. Some mad drinking stuff. We used to do, remember this. We didn't do it. We didn't last very long. So we had a drinking game. It started at a speed weekend, July speed weekend for the F1s. It was me and Jack. There might have been a couple of us in it, but it was me and Jack, definitely Jack Morgan. And it was every yellow flag shot. Any red flag was a double shot. And his I think it was his sister and brother-in-law had brought back these like Hooters shots, but it was like a double shot.
Okay.
So he says, right, well, you'll bring your bottle and I'll bring mine. So mine was obviously Di Serrano, and I think his was Jack Daniels or Kraken or something. Yeah. And that was, so like that's F1s, F2s and saloons at Speed Weekend. There's like 90 F2s, there's like 30 car heats. It's chaos. Jack lasted to heat 3. Didn't see the rest of the He was gone. I think he's going back to his car. He was fucked.
Unbelievable.
I was scrap as well. I think I went back. I think I went for a light down at some point. I was fucked. Then we obviously stayed, and then the old shed had like at the back they had like a bit of like DJ on, and they'd open it up. A little bit of a do or whatever. Yeah. So we're all in there having a beer. And we're talking like, Jack's gone to bed. Like, he's scrap after heat 3, like that whole shot thing.
Yeah,
we've probably done about 10 shots. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it's 8 o'clock. Like, enjoy it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And Jack's like Venga Boys. Like, Venga Boys comes on, he just went mad, didn't he? Like, it was a thing at the bit of a do and all sorts. And we were chatting. I think it was like me and Billy, Wassy, Mia. I think Alistair Houghton and a few other young, sort of Morton and stuff like that were around, younger ones. And the Venga Boys come on. Oh, no. And we just look up, and Jack is just flying across the dance floor. Like, I don't know where he's come from. We've been talking about him. We think he's in his motor, and like this Venga Boys to come on, and he's just come flying across the dance floor, giving it absolute stacks. I remember telling Liam that story like a week later, and he went, "It's funny you mentioned that story, mate." I was like, "Why?" He went, "Because I knew a couple of lads from Bangers that went to that meeting, and then as soon as they saw the Venga Boys were on, they went, look at this mad cunt." They just Snapchatted this guy, and it was Jack just flying up and down the dance floor. And Liam had seen it on their story, and he was like, "Fucking Mugen, mate."
No.
He was. The next day was I didn't stay. I drove home. I was that fucked. I didn't stay for the Sunday meeting. I went home.
I can imagine.
Scrap.
Unbelievable.
Some mad ones. It was Holly Clark's 18th or 21st, one of the two, in Liverpool, or near Liverpool, where Andy would live at the time. So me, Moogs, Wassy, I think Wardle drove from Leicester to there.
Yeah.
We were drinking in the car. Obviously not Jack, wasn't he was driving, but the rest of us were. We were stuck in the A50 near Stox Stadium.
Okay, yeah.
So Wassy got out. So yeah, Wassy has to get out on the A50 and piss on the side of the road, like, and we're driving off, and he's fucking chasing down the road. Like, it's just stupid stuff. Get to the hotel, still drinking. We'd sort of half planned to meet other people because loads of people staying at this Premier Inn.
Yeah.
And then there was like friends of friends of friends, and we'd like, I think we'd ordered like a minibus. It was like a 20-seater minibus was coming for all these people. It was like, and there was this group of girls that a couple of the lads knew, and so we said, right, we're going to meet them, and then we're going to get on the minibus. And we walked down, and we're all ready to go, and it was a fucking cowboy party. We're all dressed as bloody, what's his name from Toy Story?
Woody.
All three of us. And Wassy was dressed as a pizza. So there's 3 Woodies and a pizza. Anyway, it's quite a funny picture of the 4 of us, and then Jake Harry in the background having a piss. So we go to grab these other like friends of friends, these girls, and like Jack walked in. He's like, "Oh, hiya." And it was just a random girl. She went, "Hiya." He went, "Oh, what's your name?" She went, "Oh, Morgan." And without even blinking, he went, "Oh, if we got married, your name would be Morgan Morgan." What are you talking about? Jack, shut up, mate. Get out the door. We got absolutely. It was a open bar. We just brought our own drink. Fucked, and I ended up like hanging over a fence, and someone had tied a balloon to me, and I didn't even realise. And then they put me in a taxi, and the balloon's still stuck to me, like in this taxi. We got back, and then there was like obviously messing around because there was like probably 30 or 40 of us, and we all knew it, and they were messing around in rooms, and the receptionist came up and was kicking off, and Wardle got kicked out and had to sleep in his car, and it got silly.
No.
I knew none of this because I was starfished in bed, scrap. The receptionist had a go at Jack. He's like, "Oh, you're not fucking staying here. Like, you're not." But he went, "It's in my room. Like, it's booked for 2 people. Like, don't worry about that." So he's like trying to sort out that he's actually
staying there.
Staying there. She went, "Oh, you've got more people in there and stuff like that." And he's like, "No, I haven't." And obviously, he's kicked Wardle out. He's like, I haven't. So she's like, "Oh, I better come in." He's like, "Oh, fine, come in." Well, she walks in and I'm stark bollock naked, stuck on the floor. Jack looks and went, "See?" And she went, "Fucking hell, walk back
I'm
out."
going away. I'll leave you to it.
Up the next morning, absolutely hanging, all of us, and then we drove to Skeg. From Liverpool to Skeg for an F1 shootout meeting.
God.
In
unbelievable.
In October. And P-Ed joined us, so there was 3 of us in the back of the car, like in this Clio. So I'm sit there like this, like, and you're hanging.
Yeah.
And all I remember is people eating milk bottles. Like someone had got a bag of sweets and just milk bottles, and it turned my stomach. And then we went from Skeg, and then Jack drove us back to his house at Leicester. That's 2.5 hours. Then I drove from his to home, which is an hour, and I didn't because I was working on the Sunday. But then they got up and went to Buxton the next day.
Oh my. Unbelievable.
Yeah, couldn't think of doing anything worse now, but like that was the stuff he did. It was just the drinking games at Butlins and stuff, and Ring of Fire, the cards. And you ever played that with?
I've not.
No, it's Ring of Fire. It's just all the cards. You turn over a card, everyone has a go, and each card represents something else. Like the face cards are the worst. So I think a queen, you take a shot.
Yeah.
King, you pour a shot into the pint glass in the middle. And then the next king, you pour another shot. So, but it could be anything that's available.
So it builds up whatever's
could be
in
vodka, milk, whatever crap goes in.
Yeah.
And then, so there's 3 sort of decent-sized shots in this pint glass, and then whoever pulls the last king has to drink it. And however it kept coming around, Jack had to do it. Like, he had loads. We were at my house once, and we were doing it on a Saturday afternoon, and he pulled the last king, and he had to drink it, and he was like absolutely scrap. This is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were supposed to be going out that night, like all staying at mine. And this is like Wassy and Wardle have a video, and I'm just like, yeah, because he's just buzzing that he's got to drink it. I'm just buzzing that I don't have to. Yeah. So when he was like this, right? And then we played the game again, and like within like 15 minutes, he got it again, and he went, "I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it." I went, "Mate, it's the rule. Like it's the rules, mate. You got to do it." and he does it, and then within seconds he's ran outside into my garden, just been sick ever in the back garden, and he's just like, I don't want to. And then we went out. Then we done that. Then we went out, and then Wassy got a scrap, and we had to pick him up and put him on my couch, and it's just
unbelievable.
Just funny stuff, and just great guys,
great memories.
Yeah, great people. I couldn't think of doing that now, but
just you've done it. You've done it, though, haven't you?
Done it. We've done it, and we've got memories, we've got photos, we've got things, we've got all, these trophies and everything that we've done, and we'll hopefully just carry on and fingers crossed. Maybe one day during this season you can come across me with your camera at a meeting and I'll have a different coloured roof.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed.
Major. I'm sure it's like it's got to happen. It's one of them. It's all building to happen. It's going to be brilliant. If not, it's going to be like one of them that's.
It just got away. But if it does,
one of the best to not win a major.
If I, there'll be some cartwheels if I do.
Yeah.
They might not be good cartwheels, but there'll be some.
Just try and do donuts. As the other videos.
I won't be doing that. It won't be, but I won't be doing anything daft. But we just keep going and we keep smiling, mate. Yeah.
So what? Joe's question, obviously, is a question from the previous guy.
Yeah.
So it is your Hall of Fame, your top 5 drivers into your Hall of Fame of Stoxkarts. So this is
top 5.
So Joe's was like a race for 7.
So just the 5 best.
Hall of Fame.
I mean, you can't go past Carl and Danny. Done it for so long.
Yeah.
Consistency. Chris Butcher.
Yep.
100%. Been doing it for he's been 20 years, like
mental,
amazing commitment, and still comes off smiling and loves it.
That's some big ones.
We had a great race there at Bradford. He won in September this year or last year, so we're still going. So them 3, they're always up there, aren't they?
Yeah.
It does leave 2 sort of open spots of people that have been around and stuff, but
again, you'll have raced. Would you put Tooby in?
But he just didn't race that long. He didn't race long enough.
It feels a shame in a way.
He did, but I mean, he was the biggest name, wasn't he?
It's like when we started, in a way.
He was the big name from Rebels that came, and I think he really repelled it. And obviously, Ash and Matty did, but who did they race against? There wasn't many, was there? So,
2.
So we've got Danny, Carl, Chev.
Yeah.
Which I think you can't question really any of them. I'll put myself in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
I would. I won't doubt you.
I want. Yeah, appreciate that. Longevity, consistency. And why not? And who? One more. I'm gonna be corny. Actually, I'm gonna be really, really corny and put Ian Higgins in.
Oh yeah.
Because without him,
without
him making that jump,
we wouldn't have had these memories, would we?
So as much as he winds me up, and I've, not ding dongs or rows with him, but had things have happened in the past, and there's no issues there. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
He's everything he does is. I might not agree with the decisions, but he's doing it for the right reasons.
Exactly.
Or what he thinks is the right reasons. So yeah, Carl and Danny, head and shoulders. What they've done was incredible. Chev has been around and won gold and silver. Deserves it. Myself, just because why not?
Why not?
And it's my interview. I can do what I want.
Exactly.
And
fair point.
I'll go with Ian Higgins as continue to do it, because the effort and commitment, not just from him, there's a huge team behind him, and everyone has done their bit. Christina and Tina, I haven't mentioned Tina and Dennis, who've done just great. I just love talking to Dennis. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
And a great sort of advocate of racing and the karts and stuff, and Mick and Amy and old man Mick and Paul, and you can never
none
forget
of it
Paul
would be possible
Heath's,
without all them.
Yeah, but you can never forget Paul Heath's influence, and I wish I could tell more about him, because I can't get over how much he's done.
I think we'll have to get Paul on, won't we?
Yeah,
because
he's brilliant. He's got workshop and bits, and he's just fantastic. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Will help anyone. I mean, he was involved in the right foot braking, the side plates, the roof plates,
exactly,
all them exhausts that were done all those years ago, all the safety aspects he's been involved in, and he built between 35 and 45 karts.
Mental, yeah.
The H2O, he's fixed and put. I mean, Mark McCann had that big smash.
The amount of people that's thought that car's scrap, and then he's just brought them back.
Done it. Daisy had one when she was cut out. Came back with us,
Yeah.
fixed, and she was back out at the next Buxton and got a third. There's so many other stories. Graham Willett had that big crash at in Scotland with Amy.
Yeah.
Amy's was out a week later, which had been at ours because we took it back.
Of course.
And Willett couldn't praise Paul enough for the effort he put in and the advice, options he gave him for new chassis and bits and bobs like that.
Yeah.
And even offered him the use of his workshop when Paul and Elizabeth were away for a weekend and said, you're more than welcome to come up, stay in your camper and put your cart back together here. And where else would you get that?
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, as much credit as I can give. And I think I want it to end with him and just to say a massive thank you, because without him, none of these would be here and none of it's possible. And we keep going on. So yeah, I love him. I love family. I love everything, and yourself. We've done a great job putting this together, and
we've had a lot to go through.
We've gone through a lot, so I don't envy you.
I'm hoping you're still with us.
I don't envy your editing on this, but I've loved it and it's been great.
No,
so I'm
so
hoping
glad
anyone that does listen, gets something out of it. So
yeah, perfect. Thank you very much for coming on.
Love you, mate.
Spot on.
Do you remember? Have you ever seen the video of me in the trolley at McDonald's?
Go.